We're live at Davenport High School, home of the Wolves, as they get ready to take on the Bulldogs of Somerset in a District 14 4A battle here. It looks like Somerset won the coin toss and deferred, so the Wolves will receive the opening kickoff with the wind in their face. Oscar Bentley is the senior kicker for Somerset. I'm Tony Brubaker along with Brad Lind, and Coach, this is a battle we've been waiting for. A couple of undefeated teams in the district trying to see who's the best.
Yeah, so far, these are clearly the two best teams in the district. You know, Somerset's got quite a tradition with the name Detmer. You know, their head coach is Coy Detmer, correct? Or
yes.
Ty? Yeah, Coy Detmer, his brother Ty, and of course his dad, Sonny Detmer. So this looks to be a great football game. Let's see how this kickoff puts it off.
Caden Scott from the 3, turns and spids, heads toward midfield, has a lane. He's in the open at the 30, the 40, one man to beat. He's still inside the playing field, tries to turn inside. They say he stepped out of bounds on the sideline though. Back around the 40, where are they going to stop? The 42, so an excellent kickoff return by Caden Scott, and the Wolves start in pretty good field position.
Well, you know, with the wind blowing like it is, the ball carried just like you thought it would. I thought it was going to go a little deeper. And in this era of fair catch and ball getting kicked out of the end zone, it's always exciting to see an opening kickoff like that. They're going to start this game with great field position.
They're actually marking him out at the 49, so they're still in plus territory, 11 seconds into this one. But coming out is the sophomore quarterback, Tristan Torres, 58% for 1,268 yards, 12 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. That's a quick pass. There's a flag late from the back judge. The pass completed to Brendan Whitworth. Good enough for about 8 yards, but there is a flag.
This could be a lot of things. I saw possible pass interference. I also saw kind of blocking while the ball was being thrown. 2 receivers in the exact same spot. And then also, like you said, the fumble. I thought it was caught and fumbled. Got a lot to work out here.
Illegal contact downfield, right?
Yes. So that happened before the completion,
right,
which means the fumble doesn't count.
Right.
So here we go, 1st and 5.
So 1st and 5 on the 5-yard markup. Whitworth, Scott. The tight end Hunter on the near side. This time they give it to the running back who everybody's looking at, Baron Fallon. 1,107 yards, plus give him another, what is that, almost 10, maybe 11. He's had 1,107 yards on 177 carries. That is almost 6. And there's another run where he goes straight up the middle on 1st and 10 and gets about 3 to the 20, we're going to say the 27.
You know, as many carries as he gets, it's almost like a trick play.
Yeah.
Because the modern football dictates you throw it more than they do.
A mishandled snap straight to Fallon. He didn't get it in his hands, had to fall on it, and that's a loss back to the original line of scrimmage, so it'll be 3rd and we'll say 9 at the 30. The Somerset defense, will give you their names as soon as we call them out. We don't have any stats because they didn't share any, so we don't know who their leading tackler is, but Torres wants to throw. It's Fallon out of the backfield. He runs over the first defender who ends up hanging on to his leg, so it'll be 4th and about 2, maybe 1 at the 23. I think they're going to stay,
they're not
keep
even
the offense on the field.
Yeah, they're not even considering with this wind against them to try to field goal from there.
So Fallon straight up the middle, sees a seam and busts through. Finally tackled late by a safety, I think. Yeah, Avery Cruz.
Yeah, let's give some credit to number 24, the fullback. So far, he's been leading the way for a really good running back, but he's doing a great job.
Zayden Garza, the sophomore. There's another handoff to Fallon. He kind of weaves through out on 1st and 10 from the 13. Gets about half of it to the 7. So 2nd, we'll say 4. Quickly in a hurry, 3 receivers to the left, the tight end on the right side. Straight to Fallon on the hike in the Wildcat. He's tackled, though, short, so it's third. We'll say 5 now as he lost a yard.
Back in the shot, back in Wildcat again. Now it's completely empty backfield.
Empty backfield with Fallon. He's going to throw it. Now it's a fake throw and goes straight up the middle, and I think that's good enough for a first down at the 3. So Torres comes back to the huddle this time, and they'll huddle it up. Cade Saladum comes in for a blocker and another running back. The junior Saladum has 283 yards and 3 touchdowns on 33 carries. So he and Fallon's actually going to take the snap, and he follows Saladum through the hole and into the end zone. And Barrett Fallon has his 25th touchdown of the year.
You know, they did throw a pass during that drive, but they threw it to Fallon. So that's kind of the Fallon show on that. And before the game started, they put the homecoming crown on his head too. So aptly, he's kind of king of the stadium right now. But let's don't get carried away. That offensive line has done a great job all year, and they started the game.
Started the game well, without a doubt. 3 minutes in. Ashton Mercer for the extra point, and he kicked it across the track almost. And folks, that's a long way into that win. 7-0, Davenport goes up 3 minutes into this one. Back after this timeout on the Wolves Network.
Gilman Automotive is San Antonio's #1 auto team. Choose from a stadium-sized selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. If you're looking for a Honda, Subaru, or Mitsubishi, see Gilman Honda, Gilman Subaru, or Gilman Mitsubishi. And best of all, they all come with the Gilman Promise. We promise you'll love your new car, or you can bring it back.
Gilman, it's the way to go.
Welcome to the most honest
All right,
commercial
back to
you've ever
Davenport
seen.
High School and Wolves
Not the
Stadium.
cleanest.
7-0 Wolves go up on
Today,
a Barrett
we're fixing a Holmes
Fallon
Foundation.
show as he took them
I mean, that
49
is
yards
like the most common thing
for
to
the
see in the
score
world.
on what was that?
So it's the soil that's
3-yard
eroding
touchdown
away,
run.
causing those
3-yard
cavities, those
touchdown run.
voids.
You know, the whole
that
drive
the foundation then wants to
was
settle into.
And then you guys with your superhero
quick
capes show up.
for a team that
and
doesn't
fix
really go
everything.
fast all the time. It seemed like
Foundation
the pace of
Support
that
Specialist
was fast,
is
maybe
now
because it was
Groundworks.
positive
Book
yards
your
the
free
whole way.
inspection today.
But a really outstanding first drive for the Wolves.
Somerset lists Malachi Iverson and Gavin Martinez as their return guys, as Ashton Mercer will kick it off into the wind. The line drive kick carries clear through the end zone anyway. The wind's dying down, but
not that much.
I'm telling you what, he's got a leg, folks, and they'll get it out at the 25 after the touchback.
That's a big-time kick.
That is a big-time kick for the senior kicker. So here come the Bulldogs, 5-1, 2-0 on the district season. Davenport, as you know, are 7-0 and 3-0 in district play. The Wolves defense doing a pretty good job. They have given up 11 points a game this year, and here's the stat you need to hear. 7 points they've given up in the last 16 quarters.
Wow.
7 points in 6, that's 4 games, folks. 7 points they've given up. Caleb Flores is the senior quarterback. Throws across the middle. It's caught, and he's loose. One of the wide receivers, Quanell Nesby, a senior, making his 8th catch of the year, and it was a big one. He got past the initial cover guy, took it all the way to the Wolves' 40-yard line, where they'll have 1st and 10. They will huddle up.
You know, Davenport coaches and Davenport players, they were prepared for this, but I think having Somerset beat Canyon Lake like they did was kind of a wake-up call for everybody. This is clearly a good team in the district.
Good team, without a doubt. Flores throws it out and not tackled. Well, finally tackled is the wide receiver Malachi Iverson. That was more of a handoff since it was backwards.
Yeah, the thing that impresses me that by the time that ball was whistled dead, there were 8 defenders there. So Davenport, what'd you say, 16?
4 games. They've given up 7 points in the last 4 games.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. Their defense is playing really well.
We saw the first one when they beat Del Rio 49-0.
don't know what this penalty is about.
Then Pleasanton 63-7, Kennedy 57-0, and then Fredericksburg 23-0. We do have a flag on the field. Here comes the word. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike against the Wolves. The first down.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. They were playing great defense. Somebody just didn't stop when the whistle was blowing, you know. Early game jitters, let's call it that. I don't think anybody's playing dirty on purpose.
Now, so 1st and 10 from the Wolves 30 now. Here comes the Bulldogs. Two receivers to the near side, one and an H-back on the far side. Caleb Flores, the quarterback. Joe Torres, their senior running back. 1st and 10. They'll give it to the tailback Torres, and he goes straight up the gut. Finally brought down by Boston Hernandez, but not until he has first down yardage at the 18-yard line.
Somerset kind of doing an old-style thing, alternating receivers. That gives Davenport a chance to substitute if they want. They chose not to this time, but let's see that as the game develops. Kind of a clock management thing if you're not careful.
Couple of tight ends. Motion now. Pitch. And not much room there as the defense rallied up.
Great tackle by Broadus on that play.
Yeah, Broadus the first one there, and he got the first hit. So they'll give a yard. And it's 2nd down and 9. So two backs, one on either side of Flores now on 2nd and 9. Motion away. He fakes it now down the middle. He's got a man wide open, and there's a touchdown.
The rare blown coverage by the Wolves.
John Alvarez, the junior, made the catch.
Well-designed play. They brought a man in motion, and they kind of fixed.
Oh, there's a penalty, and it's holding.
Oh, dear.
So call it back.
Wow. Big play.
That was blown coverage because he ran right down the middle of the field without anybody chasing him. So instead of a touchdown, it's now 2nd and a long way.
17 or 18 yards, yeah.
Yeah. We'll say 19. Actually, yeah.
First challenge to my math skills. We'll see how that goes as the game progresses.
Yeah, well, we won't worry about that. So 2nd and 19 as they send a receiver wide on either side. Actually, two now on the near side. Two backs in the backfield behind and beside Torres. He fakes one, now hits Iverson, and he drops it. Boy, that was close to being a lateral again like the first one was to him.
Yes.
But that was going forward, and Iverson dropped it, and the sophomore makes it 3rd and 19.
The penalties and then the down and distance because of the penalty causes them to change their play call and strategy.
Right.
They had something going really good there for a minute, but that holding call really threw them back.
Third and long. Torres wants to throw. He's being chased now. Back deep. Throws it over the top to nobody. So it'll be 4th down. Their kicker is Oscar Bentley.
Yeah, with this strong south wind behind him, he's got a really good chance of making this field goal.
He is 21 of 22 on extra points and 2 of 3 on field goals. I have no idea from stats what
yards.
is long.
Yeah.
This one's 44, so it's a decent kick with a helping wind behind him. The senior kicker. Good snap, hold down. It's got the distance, and it's between the uprights. So there's a field goal by Oscar Bentley. Makes it 7-3. And we've got a timeout on the field. The Wolves up 7-3, 6:45 to go in the first on the Wolves Network.
The Heidelberg Materials Surftex Quarry has been producing crushed stone since 1936. Our products are vital to our infrastructure and economy. We are committed to giving back and supporting our local community. As one of the largest employers and taxpayers in the area, we provide significant economic benefits to Garden Ridge and the surrounding communities. We are more than just a stone quarry. We provide a material to build the future.
Back at Wolves Stadium here at Davenport High School, Somerset the visiting team tonight. Like Davenport, they're undefeated in district. They're 2-0, 5-1 overall. The Wolves 3-0 in district play. That's District 14 4A. And the Wolves are 7-0 overall. Bentley will kick off for the second time tonight with the wind at his back. Scott returned the first one just past midfield. He's kicking from the center of the field with 5 defenders on either side of him. This line drive kicks. Scott takes it at the 1. Across the 20, has a little bit of a seam, but gets wrestled down and brought down at the 22. Good coverage that time by Iverson and Alaquinez.
Yeah, you know, some schools, even with the new rule, they still have the strategy of, we're going to practice that block and we're going to see if we can make something out of that return and not just take it for granted to go to 25.
So 2 receivers go to the far side. Tight end is right along with 1 split receiver. Fallon to the left of Torres. Torres keeps it. Fallon got tackled. Torres is going to get a good gain up past the 25 to the 27. That'll be a gain of about 5 and bring up 2nd and 5. A whole host of defenders there. Down at the bottom of that pile was one of their linebackers. Actually, one of the safeties, Aiden Vasquez.
Yeah, this time of year, that sophomore quarterback's really not a sophomore anymore. He can do that read option just as good as anybody now.
Fallon takes this one, goes wide left, then turns it up and runs under. He ran right over the defender for the second time tonight. He ran over someone. Gets close, and I think they're going to give him a first down out at the 33. They do move the chains. Davenport in a hurry even before the chains get down. Quick out. That's Fallon. Breaks 1 tackle, hops over another. He's got some speed, avoids one, now gets hung on to at the 20. He's loose. He's got another touchdown. This one a receiving touchdown. That's just the 2nd of the year.
He said, you know, last time it took me 4 or 5 plays to get in. I'm going to do it 1 play, get a longer rest in between. What a great effort. You know, the ball wasn't thrown perfectly. He had to reach down and get that ball and then to get his head turned around and see what the field looked like. To understate it, he's a very talented player.
We haven't talked about this a lot. This is the 2nd game we've done of theirs, but clearly he can play at the next level.
I think so. I think so. It's just a matter of...
bad snap. Goes through Fallon's hands. The kicker, Mercer, has it. He wants to throw now towards the end zone. Well, he doesn't get it to the end zone. It's caught, but on the 7, so it's a try for goal or a try for extra point that's no good. So it's 13-3. We'll keep this one here.
Just to get back to what you were saying about Fallon being able to play at the next level, some school's going to have to take a chance because of his size. You know, they'll watch film and they'll know how talented he is, but just can he take the pounding of the next level, the kids being 50, 60 pounds heavier at every position on defense. But he's certainly dominating this game and this year. You said 1,100 yards in a little more than half the season. That's just crazy for modern football where people throw the ball so often they just don't give a running back that many chances.
And the numbers for Davenport, they rush for 246 yards and pass for 207 yards. So they run for a little more than they pass, but not they can do both equally well.
Yes.
And the quarterback's just a sophomore. Mercer will kick it off. 5:38 to go in the first quarter. 13-3 Davenport. With the wind in his face, Mercer's kick will be fielded. Actually, it's into the end zone. He's going to bring it out after going backwards. Dangerous play, and he only gets out to the 10.
Easy for us to say up here, that's not a good decision, though, because the ball bounced twice before he could secure it, and that's just more time for the defenders to get down there to make a tackle.
Deshaun Sims, a backup end, made the tackle on special teams. Somerset will start 1st and 10 from their own 10-yard line this time. So again, Caleb Flores is their senior passer, 947 yards on 64% passing, 14 TDs, only 4 interceptions. He's also rushed for, well, he doesn't have a touchdown, it's 110 yards. Here he wants to throw over the top. He's got Iverson, and it's broke up at the last minute. Great coverage by Josh Johnson, who got there just in time to flip it out of his hands.
He's telling his coaches, I had it all along. He was beat for a second. If the ball was thrown a little farther, that could have turned out differently, but he did make a great play.
And the wind at his back, the quarterback still left it a little bit short because Iverson busted loose. He's just a sophomore, but 27 receptions and 560 yards. 20 yards of reception this year for Iverson, 12 touchdowns. He had one called back this evening. Defense looks all spread out, doesn't it? Handoff, some room, good tackle.
Really close to the first down there.
It's going to be a first down, I think. They're moving the chain.
Yes. Somerset content, or not content, but bold. They can go for the whole thing and then still get a first down when they're deep in their own territory. That's a big thing for them. They've got to answer because Davenport can put points on the board. So Somerset, the pressure's kind of on the offense to keep up.
And they know that too, and
Sure.
that's why they have to get some points on the board. Nesby near side, 3 receivers to the far side. That's Joe Torres in motion out here to the near side. Throwing down the middle, and that's too far, intended for Nesby. They found something up the hash.
Yeah, they're bringing that running back out in motion, which makes it a 3-by-2 formation, which means you've got to divide your defense up into 2 big pieces, and we'll defend this half and you defend that half, and they didn't quite have enough numbers over here on this short side. So look to see.
Was the motion guy more open, or did they?
No, they threw it to the right guy. They just didn't complete it. Yeah.
Okay. Alvarez goes into the backfield, takes the handoff. He wasn't even on the depth chart, but look at him run. The junior back gets a first down run out to the 38-yard line, where the Bulldogs will go 1st and 10 again as they have run the ball well, basically up the middle.
Yeah, you got to see if Somerset is content, because this patient drive that they've got going, it keeps the ball out of Davenport's hands. So this is a big deal for them if they can maintain, spread the field, make it look like we're going to throw it everywhere, and then open it up in the middle for the running attack.
2-by-2 receivers now. Completed pass on the far side on 1st and 10. Brought us in there to help the tackler.
The talented quarterback to throw it that far and complete it to the receiver that quickly. The coverage was pretty good.
By the way, I just got word that Fallon's already committed to Fordham to play football.
There you go.
So we knew he could play at the next level. He will.
Somebody figured it out besides us. That's a good idea.
Pennsylvania school,
yes.
Isn't it? Yeah. 2nd and 5 after the completed pass. Motion now out of the backfield by Iverson. Handoff to the back on 2nd and 5. That is Alvarez, and he doesn't get much this time, maybe a yard to the 44.
6 and 16 on the stop right there. Patient, they're both in coverage. They're both looking at receivers, but they're doing their read key to see if it's run or pass, and they read it correctly, then it made a stop for no gain.
So 3rd and 4, a big 3rd down as Flores comes back to the huddle with the play. He's got Torres next to him, 2 receivers far side. Now 1 comes, so there's 2 on the near side. Iverson and Martinez. Iverson's out near the numbers. A pass. That'll be first down yardage if it's caught, and it looks like it was by Nesby.
Somerset's figured something out. 0 for Davenport is going everywhere with 44. And so they look confused, but I don't think they were. Somerset kind of milled around and then shifted late, and they caught Davenport's defense, running around out of position.
So they're leaving coverage on Iverson wherever he goes.
Yes, which means the other corner has to run the other side. It's not easy.
Quarterback keeps it on 1st and 10. Good job by Yankee. A gain of, 4 to the 47 of Davenport. .148 on a running first quarter clock as they're trying to milk out the rest of this clock on this very methodical drive that's taken, almost started at 5.5. So they've taken off 4 minutes to go 43 yards. Started at the 10. They're at the Davenport 47, 2nd down and 7. Torres, the quarterback, wants to run, gets pushed out and gets shoved out by Yankee on the sideline. That'll stop the clock and be no gain. It's 3rd and 6, pardon me. What did you see there, Coach?
I saw really good defense that made that. It looked like he was running a long way. When the play is over, he didn't go anywhere. So that's great pursuit. That they were out of position at the beginning, but they made up for it and beat some blocks.
So 2-by-2 receivers now, 2 to either side. Torres gets the Wolves to jump. Iverson catches it, then drops it. They're going to call it incomplete. Good coverage on the play by Josh Johnson, who leveled him when he got the ball to his belly and knocked it loose.
Sure, 44 will watch the film there and say, hey, we knew that was going to be a dead ball. Don't throw it to me like that. They got a free shot on me. Usually when you get the other team to jump, you throw it deep down one of the sidelines.
Yes.
Yeah.
Flores didn't think that way, though, for them.
No, we're close to a first down, though.
It's about 3rd and 1 now on the offsides. From the 47 to the 42. Wolves coaches out on the field getting signals in. So 3rd and 1. Quarterback under center, pitches it, and wrapped up. I don't know that he got it.
Really good defensive play there. We call Broadus' name out a lot.
Vestal was there too.
Vestal too, made a stop.
So it's 4th and 1 now. He had no gain. So now 4th and 1, and they're going to keep the offense on the field.
This is when you can tell your head coach used to be a quarterback. He said, oh, yeah, we can get it on 4th down.
What do you think about a quarterback sneak, though, if he goes under center
Well,
again?
He's going under center. Look to see if they draw him offside. Nope.
It's a quarterback sneak, and I think he got it. They hit him at about the 42, but he got the first down first. He got shoved back later, but he got there for the first down. So it is a first down.
That's a tough play.
The defense is saying no, but we saw this side. He came this side of the center, and he clearly made it past the line before he was shoved back.
It's hard to stop somebody for less than a yard. That's a good job.
Yes, it is. Now, they don't have to run a play. The clock is less than the play clock. Let's see. Play clock at 15 means the game clock was at 12. So it looks like on 1st and 10, they're going to go for it. Quarterback under center. Snaps it, wants to roll. Looking to pass it back. It's tipped and intercepted. That's Vestal. He takes it down. And on the pick, returns it all the way to the 21-yard line on what is the final play of the first quarter.
That's a huge individual effort by that kid, but you know that just looked coached. I mean, that just looked like they were prepared for that. If he doesn't make that play, they've got the screen set up pretty well, but that linebacker knew exactly what play was called. He ran over there, made a tremendous play.
Without a doubt. We'll let that go into the break. 13-3, Davenport on top. Second quarter coming up.
1990, Buyer Plumbing has served our area with service you can trust.
We're family owned and operated with a licensed, loyal staff.
You can count on our work for years to come.
You can trust family owned and operated Buyer Plumbing to do the job right. Right now, save $300 off any water heater or water softener system. Plus 0% financing for 18 months.
Just for the Buyer Boys!
It'll be Davenport ball at the Somerset 25 as we come back to start the second quarter.
Somerset has done a lot of things really good on offense, but Davenport kind of shut the door in a very rude way right there by intercepting and then returning it a long way. If they get a score here, that changes this game completely.
Brody Vestal, by the way, is a senior, the guy who just made that last play for the Wolves. Torres is out. Is Fallon behind? No, Fallon's to his left. Torres about to take the snap with two receivers this side, one to the far side. The tight end is on the near side. Fallon takes the handoff, runs into his own man, and then bounces off and gets nearly first down yardage. I think they're going to say it's a first down.
You know,
at
back
15.
Back in the Earl Campbell era, they made up a stat where they saw how many yards he gained after first contact. I'd like to see that on this running back.
Torres throws it to Fallon. He's tackled at the feet. Good play that time by the defender, and that is Aiden Vasquez, a backup safety, after a short gain of about 3. Torres throws it late. Good coverage on the play by the corner and the safety. Intended for Caden Scott, incomplete. It's now 3rd and 7.
I'd have to see that on film to know for sure, but that looked like a true RPO. He was holding the ball for the running back, but he was reading that inside or the outside linebacker the whole way, looking to see if that was open. Pretty good play by a sophomore quarterback. Now they're going to go Wildcat.
All right, so Fallon will take the snap. Solidum is in the backfield with him. Tight end on the near side, 3 receivers on the far side. Fallon's going to run it near side. Late pitch. It's on the ground.
Oh.
I think Davenport fell on it.
Yep. Somerset defender tried to pick it up and make a big play out of it, but you know, who's to say whether he should have or shouldn't have, but then Davenport offensive line did a great job of recovering that fumble.
Joseph Whitmer, the left tackle senior, fell on it for the Wolves. So from the 41, Ashton Mercer will come out for a field goal try on 4th and about 14. Maybe more. So Mercer ready. Fallon's the holder. Snap good, hold down, kick up, plenty long enough, and it's through. So
Great
90 seconds into the second quarter, Davenport back on the board. And it's 16-3. Davenport will take a timeout on the Wolves network. What do you need to see? Oh, you're just sitting down?
Yeah.
Thank you to our sponsors of Gilman Automotive and Chick-fil-A for their sponsorship tonight.
Okay. For the rest of the second quarter? Okay, no worries. Just tell me if you don't want me to take a break, just say so. We're back at Davenport High School at Wolves Stadium. Mercer will kick it off again.
You know, after that big turnover by the Wolves defense, you got to kind of tip your hat to Somerset. They kept them out of the end zone. A great field goal, but to keep it less than 7 points after that huge momentum swing is big.
They're still within 2 scores. That kickoff will go through the end zone and not be returned this time by Somerset. I think they figured out they better not. At least not from this end.
Now, that I'm sure they saw it on film, but until you see it in real life how good the kicker is, it doesn't make the impact. But that great kick like that, those have big impacts on the game.
.10:32 to go in the first half, 16-13. Davenport on top of Somerset. The Bulldogs come out with their senior quarterback. Senior receiver Nesby on this side.
Somerset's done enough things really well to have more than 3 points, so you got to kind of wonder if Davenport's defense is doing the right thing at the right time.
Two backs in the backfield. Now one goes in motion. They give it to Alvarez, and he gets nothing. That has brought us down at the bottom of that tackle. The linebacker read it well.
Number 4, the corner, one of those, quote, cover guys, doing a great job beating the block and getting in on the tackle there.
That's Tevin Singletary. He's the guy that we thought was the best cover corner last time we were here.
He's a good player, and you know, he's showing that he's got more game than just batting the ball down or picking interceptions.
No doubt. So 3 receivers go to the far side this time. Throw out. That's to Torres, and he got nothing. Is that Singletary, or that's Johnson?
Yeah, I was talking about one corner. Now I get to talk about the other one. He beat 2 blocks and makes that a tackle for loss. That's what the corners, they'll say, hey, let's run that film. All you guys think you're tough guys. Let's run that film where I'm knocking people around too.
Yeah.
Pretty good deal.
3rd and 11 now from the 24. They started at the 25 2 plays ago. Singletary, Johnson switch sides. They've got 2 receivers on either side, and here comes the linebacker to cover one of them. He throws to the short man. That's Alvarez. He gets a reception out to the 33. So it'll be 4th down. That's 4th down, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 4th and 2.
First punt of the game.
Yeah. That's what I thought. It took them a while for them to get the sticks changed.
Somerset's offense is doing a good job of using motion effectively to let the quarterback have a pre-snap read about to where the coverage is.
This is one of their cornerbacks. Caden Isbell is the punter. We have no stats. Bad snap. He gets it on a bounce and then sits a line drive out that goes out of bounds at the 44-yard line. So not a good kick. Maybe that's why his stats aren't online. Maybe they decided not to give him out.
Hide him a little bit, yeah. Maybe they don't, you know, with their offense being as good as it is, maybe they don't punt very much. But
maybe they don't. You're absolutely correct. Yeah. That could be true. So they mark it at the 45.
Davenport ahead 16-3, and when you look at the starting spots of each series, one by a great return and one by an interception. So they've won the field position battle just by the starting.
Yes, without a doubt. Torres to throw. Looking deep over the top, looking for Caden Scott. I thought he got interfered. There's a flag finally. They grabbed his feet as he went by, and that is a flag that'll be 15 yards and a first down.
Great concentration by the receiver. Even though he got banged up before the ball got there, he nearly came down with that pass and would have scored.
Back judge, side judge. They're trying to determine if it was catchable. Is my guess of what they're trying to decide. I think it was catchable. He almost caught it. What?
They waved it off.
He almost caught it.
Yeah, they waved it off. So
that's ridiculous. He almost caught it, and if he hadn't been interfered, he definitely would have caught it.
Yeah, I don't know how you can call that
How
uncatchable.
do you call that not catchable?
Yeah, that's a
2nd
strange
and 10.
call.
Just an incomplete pass. David Angleton is our referee. I don't know how they got to that one, but they did. 2nd and 10. Here's Fallon coming left. Spun around, then runs through a guy. I'm telling you what.
They don't want to
Gavin Martinez wanted nothing to do with him.
They don't want to make Fallon angry on that interference call. They might just hand it to him 10 or 12 times in a row.
Maybe they should. Torres lets the offensive line know what's going on. He's got 2 backs in the backfield. Fallon with a blocker Garza gets first down carry up to the 42. That's Michael Gonzalez, a linebacker, with the tackle. 1st and 10 at the 42. Two backs again. They fake it. Torres steps up in the huddle, or steps up in the pocket. That intended for Whitworth this time. They do call throw an interference flag on that one as he was spun around by Emming.
Well, I'm confused. I coached those guys in the back of the defense for so long. I never really understood the call. The one that they waved off was clearly interference, and this one looked like the kid was making a good play. So we'll see how they mark it.
I thought he had him by the hips and spun him around.
Oh, did he really? Okay.
I did. That's just what I saw.
Yeah.
But you're the coach. You know.
Well, I'm a little prejudiced for all those DBs. They have a hard job. They have a hard job with the way kids can throw it these days.
So first down on the penalty to the – well, they're still walking. Is that 15 yards to the 27?
Yeah.
Play clock starts. Torres with Fallon beside him. Gives it to Fallon, going off right tackle. Just inside the tackle, a gain of about 4 to the 23.
Single high safety by Somerset, which usually indicates that they've committed to the run, but Fallon doesn't care. He runs the ball anyway.
Torres looking for Scott down the sideline. He throws it too far out of bounds. Incomplete. Now 3rd and 6. Not real sure how much the wind took that, but he was going to make sure Scott had the only chance of it.
Both quarterbacks have had a hard time throwing with the wind.
Yeah.
You know, missing receivers short, missing the receivers long. So we'll see if that tendency goes on the rest of the game with this wind.
Scott, Whitworth. Fake it. Now they give it to Fallon, pardon me, and he gets wrapped up in no gain.
That's rare.
That's rare. That was Gonzalez again, Michael Gonzalez, that wrapped him up.
Field goal
and here
kicker
comes the field goal kicker.
Be right at 40 yards, certainly within his range and distance level. And with the wind behind him, he just got to get this in the right direction.
Right. So from the 40, Ashton Mercer. That was low and blocked. Didn't get up very high, and it'll be Somerset ball as the field goal was blocked.
Well, we've had an extra point that they didn't convert on, and now we've had a missed field goal. So hats off to Somerset special teams. You know, the block unit doesn't get much credit until they finally get home on one, and they got a piece of that one.
That looked to me, and again, just my eyes, I thought he missed it and kicked it really low.
Could have been. I was
went
looking
into an arm
places.
that was just standing up.
The snap and hold looked okay, so maybe the kicker just hit it a little weird.
Yeah, maybe he just didn't catch it down low enough to get it up in the air quick enough. So Somerset ball from the 24. It's 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Flores, the quarterback. Play clock finally started. Checks with his line. Now Torres, the running back, kind of wasn't sure. He's helping the block. They've got a receiver on the near sideline. That's Nesby. He seems to be the guy they throw to the most. Good coverage on the play by Singletary, pardon me. So it's 2nd and 10 from the 24.
Looks like a no back set. The running back is running off the field, so we'll see what offensive formation Somerset comes up with. Oh, they've got 2 backs.
Yeah, they've got.
But one of them's a receiver.
Alvarez, the running back, and 44 Iverson, the receiver. Now Iverson goes in motion. They fake it. They throw it to Iverson across the middle. Read well. Did he catch that? Oh,
yes.
My gosh. The safety, Zamaripa, jumped right in front. I thought he had a chance to pick it off.
We were bragging on Davenport to be able to do one of those fancy RPOs. I believe Somerset just pulled one off there. They're really making the linebackers to commit to run with a great run fake all along they want to throw the ball, so they'll pull it when they can, and the safety almost made a perfect play there to get an interception.
So 1st and 10 on the completion to Iverson, the sophomore receiver. Now the quarterback wants to run. He gets bumped. Now he gets wrapped up and punished at the short of the line of scrimmage. A whole bunch of defenders. Yankee, one of them, but also there I think was who is that? Miles Brown.
Yeah,
Mike Jones.
The receivers were blocking the whole way, so that didn't look like any kind of possible throw. The quarterback had intended to run that ball. 2nd and 11.
So 2nd and 11 from the 33. They need to get to the 44 for a first down. Singletary comes to the near sideline. Johnson on the far sideline. Iverson's the receiver in the slot on the left, on the far side.
They tried to pull Davenport offside. They'll have none of that after they got full once.
I think the play clock ran out. It did. Yeah. So a delay call.
Good job by the Davenport defense to not be fooled by that snap count trick. You know, they call it dummy snap. It's not really a nice name for it when you're the one that falls for it.
Right.
But they all did a good job and did not jump.
We've gone past the midway point of the second quarter. 5:34 left in the second. Ball's at the 28 now. 2nd and a long way to go. He's got to go to the 44. So what is that, 16 or 17? So 2-by-2 receivers now. Everybody kind of in tight though. Now motion away by Martinez. And he's going to curl back in, and they're going to complete a pass. He's not going to go anywhere though, as he's brought down by Johnson. Josh Johnson on good coverage.
Gained about 4.
Third and 13 now.
Somerset with that motion. They're getting the matchups, you know, making a linebacker cover a good receiver or making a cornerback come in on a second receiver. They're doing what they want to with their motion. They're just not completing the long ball.
Maybe the defense just a notch better athlete.
Just doing a good job of tackling after the completion.
And they are doing that. They are tackling, not allowing much after the catch. Quarterback has to scramble, pressure. He's looking down the field. He's got a man in the middle of the field and completes the ball to Gavin Martinez. Caught from behind and brought down by the safe. No, that's Peyton Yankee, the middle linebacker.
What a great play. That looked like a touchdown all the way. Yankee made up a lot of ground. That's the kind of play that you show your middle school kids. That's, you know, you want to play defense, this is what you have to do. That's a great job.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from the Davenport 31. It's 16-3. A touchdown would make it a one-score game. Something they haven't been able to do in the first quarter and more. Motion out to the far near sideline. Throw a little out route to the receiver, and a good catch there made by Nesby, the senior receiver. Gets about half of the necessary yards to the 26. It's 2nd and 5. Coverage by Singletary. Quarterback Flores comes in and out with the play. Two receivers either way now. Straight drop back, not much pressure. He has a man in the middle of the field. It's Iverson, and that's a touchdown. He beat Johnson. That's a sophomore receiver. We've seen a couple of those this year, and they're really good.
He's a big kid that doesn't look like he's super fast or quick, but he covers a lot of ground with long strides.
Yeah, the roster said 5'9", 145. I don't think so.
No, he looks bigger than that to me. Well thrown ball too. Good protection by Somerset's offensive line and running back staying in there to protect the quarterback.
Flores to Iverson. Kick is up. And the kick is good by Bentley, so it's 16-10 with 2:57 to go in the second quarter. We're back after this timeout on the Wolves Network.
Life is yours to spend. Spend it apart. Spend it together. Spend a little now. Spend a lot later. Spend it fearlessly. Spend it faithfully. First United Bank. Spend life wisely.
Back at Davenport, 2:57 to go in the first half. It's 16-10, Davenport on top of Somerset.
You know, when you look at this whole game and you see where Davenport has started each time and they've won the turnover battle, they've had a big return. It feels like they should be way ahead, but we're in a one-score game here. Somerset's doing what they're just hanging around. They're playing pretty good football.
They are, without a doubt. And they're starting to find receivers open. Well, they've found receivers open all half. Now they're starting to connect a little bit. Bentley will kick off into the wind. High, not very deep. Scott from the 10. Coming left with some blockers in front of him. Has a seam, has the sideline. One man to get him. Angle, is he going to cut it back? He tries to. He's going to be tackled at the 1 or the 2. We'll say the 2-yard line. So, oh my, 78 yards on the return. I'm sorry, 88 yards on the return. And you talk about field position, 2:42 to go in the half. That's pretty good.
Well, that's the way you answer Somerset's touchdown, with a great return. Get your offense a short field. Tell the defense, as he runs by, says, defense, get ready. You're going to be right back out here.
The defense, most of them, they're on the benches getting some rest, but they know they're going right back out there after the kickoff. Solidum as a blocker. Torres the quarterback, Fallon the running back. Fallon hitting the backfield, tries to spin out. Now they're all over him. They're reading that as a him carry, and they're going after him.
Yeah, not to jinx Davenport, but you and I both are talking a lot this touchdown. After that great return is sort of a foregone conclusion, but Somerset said no thank you on first down. It's to tackle Fallon for loss. So we'll see what happens now if they go into the air to try to get a touchdown.
A loss of 4, 2nd and goal. Here's Fallon going right, has blocking, has the corner, and he's into the end zone.
Well, there's enough of that kind of talk.
Fallon, touchdown number 26 on the ground, rushing.
He'd be fun to block for. You give a great effort, yeah. He's gonna reward you running right behind you with picking up big yards. That's gonna be fun to watch on film. He seems to be the kind of kid that gives credit where credit's due too. He's a real team player, such a patient runner, sets his blockers up. He knows it's a team game, not just him.
Ashton Mercer on for the extra point. And it's up in this one. He got hit too. So Davenport up 23-10, 2:11 to go in the first half on the Wolves Network.
The Big Ten's the real deal. She terminates. Oh, what a block.
Oh my, and how about that wicked swing? The Big Ten has continued to be the bar setter.
Deliver. Another big time. Boom.
Some of the best volleyball I've ever seen.
Termination. With some thunder. Money. Blocked.
Turning up the heat.
Vaporizes.
Buries it.
Big Ten volleyball. All season long.
It's a big rip.
On the Big Ten Network.
Davenport, one of 9 teams in Division I 4A, still undefeated. In the Express News Sub 5A poll, they're number 1. Somerset's number 4. So 2 good teams here tonight. 23-10. Davenport on top of Somerset. 2:11 to go in the first half. Mercer will kick it off with the wind at his back.
It's hard to overcome such great return yardage so far by Davenport on the opening kickoff return, and then that kickoff return after Somerset's first touchdown.
Kick will sail through the end zone. Hits on top of the W.
Top of the W is almost out of here.
Yep.
Wind is pretty strong, but he's a good kicker. He did it going against the wind too. He was 5 yards deep in the end zone on the second
we talked
kickoff.
about when the sun goes down, the wind will die down, but it hasn't died down very much, has it? It's still blowing. Probably 10 to 20 miles an hour with some gusts of even more than that. Well, Glory's standing out pretty good. So 1st and 10 from the 25. Here come the Bulldogs. Everybody on the offensive line looks back as they might change the play with 10 still on the play clock. They snap it anyway, throw it out. I think that's Iverson. Catches it for a 5-yard gain up to the 30. Johnson with the tackle.
That's good discipline by a corner. He got beat deep, so his tendency would be to walk back 3-4 steps and make sure that doesn't happen again, but he stayed exactly where he's coached to stay and made a nice tackle on that short gain.
This is the 2-minute warning. We'll take it. 23-10. Dabs on top on the Wolves Network.
Welcome to the most honest commercial you've ever seen. Not the cleanest, just the most honest.
Today, we're fixing a home's foundation.
I mean, that is like the most common thing to see in the world.
Pretty common, yeah.
Right.
So it's the soil that's eroding away, causing those cavities, those voids that the foundation then wants to settle into.
And then you guys with your superhero capes show up and fix everything.
Yes, sir.
Foundation Support Specialist is now Groundworks. Book your free inspection today.
We're back at the Davenport High School, home of the Wolves, as they lead the Bulldogs of Somerset 23-10. 2 minutes to go exactly. It's 2nd and 6 for the Bulldogs from their own 29. They got to get to the 35 for a first down, and they're down 2 scores, so they'd like to go get another score. 2-by-2 receivers. Flores wants to throw. Looks long. It's not there. Now he's going to scramble, and he's brought down in the backfield on a heck of a play. That was Mike Jones, I think, the linebacker.
6, yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
tackle for loss, his 9th of the year.
Yeah, he's on what's called a spy technique. He's playing back in case the quarterback takes off, and he didn't get lost or let a blocker confuse him. He did a great job. That's a tackle for loss. That should go down as a sack to me.
So 3rd and 8. We bring the middle linebacker in and threw it over the middle, and it's behind Iverson. I thought he was open, and he threw it behind him.
Yeah, they got a little pressure on the quarterback then.
Yankee had blitzed up the middle, but the line got to him a little bit. So now the Wolves will get the ball again as they are punting into the wind, and their punter hasn't shown he's got a very strong leg now. Isbell. Good snap this time. Pressure almost got to him. This is a better punt, and it'll die somewhere near the 37-yard line.
Yeah, that's a much better punt. The wind is still strong, so that kid got a good knock on that one. Brought it down here.
Yeah, in this wind, that was a 35-yard punt, and that's pretty good into the wind. So Davenport has 1:07, so 67 seconds. 1st and 10 from their own 37. Lots of fouling, you think, early, and see if he can break one?
Or maybe take a shot on first down and see what we can get, and if that doesn't happen, then just run the clock out and come back for the second half.
Fake to Fallon. Now Scott has it, and he'll get about 7 to the 44. Not calling a timeout, so they'll just go in a hurry. We'll see if they can get a first down here, I'm guessing. 45 seconds when he snaps this one. Fakes it to Fallon. Pressure. Torres has a man double covered. It's Scott. And there's no flag there, just an incomplete pass with 40.5 seconds to go and 3rd down and 3.
Just wonder if Somerset will even worry about trying to call timeout and getting the ball back with the wind blowing in their face so much. They're just going to try to stop this play, be content to go in.
Out of the backfield, that's Fallon. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and then he goes out of bounds near the 45. So 1st down with 33 seconds to go at their 45-yard line. Torres signaling the receivers. Takes the snap. Some pressure at his feet. Now he's got to get rid of it late. Intended for Whitworth, and I think it's complete at the 21. Great
concentration. Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. You said it.
You know, 18 is so good. He's kind of the other receiver on the other side, but he made a big play right there.
Fake to Fallon. He's got Scott on the near sideline. He gets a hand on it, but it's out of bounds and incomplete. So it's 2nd and 10 with 15 seconds to go.
You know, when the DB makes a good play and there's no flag, they call that hand fighting now. You know, then all of a sudden the hand fighting, the same thing, becomes a pass interference. So that corner better be careful.
2-by-2 receivers now. Fallon the back. He goes out in the motion. He's open in the middle. Throws it to the sideline. Completes it to Whitworth. Goes out of bounds at the 17 with 10 seconds to go. It'll be 3rd and about 6.
It's pretty good clock management on Davenport's part. Sophomore quarterback doing a good job. And the receivers, once they catch the ball, they're getting out of bounds. Really smart.
Torres talks to the line. Takes the snap on 3rd down. Fakes it to Fallon. Has a man angling for the corner. That's Garza.
Wow. Well-constructed play. They got the corner and the safety kind of crossed up, and they had a running back that's usually covered by a linebacker outran the whole picture. So we got a chance for a field goal now.
So another field goal try will come with 5 seconds to go. Trying to make it a 16-point lead. Ashton Mercer, the kicker. Last one was blocked from 40. This one from 34. Fallon the holder. Snap good. The hold down. The kick is up, and it looks good. And it is good. That's the final play of the 2nd quarter, and we'll go into the halftime locker room with the score. Davenport 26, Somerset 10. Any thoughts before we go to halftime?
Pretty good football game so far. As we said, that it was kind of even. Late, Davenport kind of took over. Great clock management there at the end. It's just 3 points, but that's really big because that makes it 16, which means the other team has to go for 2 twice to come close. So it's a little more than a 2-score game.
All right, so 26-10, Davenport on top here on the Wolves Network.
Welcome to the most honest commercial you've ever seen. Not the cleanest, just the most honest.
Today, we're fixing a home's foundation.
I mean, that is like the most common thing to see in the world.
Pretty common, yeah.
Right.
So it's the soil that's eroding away, causing those cavities, those voids that the foundation then wants to settle into.
And then you guys with your superhero capes show up and fix everything.
Yes, sir.
Foundation Support Specialist is now Groundworks. Book your free inspection today.
Gilman Automotive is San Antonio's #1 auto team. Choose from a stadium-sized selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. If you're looking for a Honda, Subaru, or Mitsubishi, see Gilman Honda, Gilman Subaru, or Gilman Mitsubishi. And best of all, they all come with the Gilman Promise. We promise you'll love your new car, or you can bring it back.
It's the way to go.
The Heidelberg Materials Surftex Quarry has been producing crushed stone since 1936. Our products are vital to our infrastructure and economy. We are committed to giving back and supporting our local community. As one of the largest employers and taxpayers in the area, We provide significant economic benefits to Garden Ridge and the surrounding communities. We are more than just a stone quarry. We provide a material to build the future.
Life doesn't stop for injuries, and neither do we. Schertz-Sibyl Emergency Clinic is open 24/7 with no wait times, top-rated doctors, providing pediatric and adult care, and advanced diagnostics like CT scans, X-ray, ultrasound, and on-site lab. So whether it's a sports injury, cold or flu, or a halftime mishap, our facility is there for you, offering everything from minor to major medical care. We're here for every Wolf, players, fans, and families, because the Wolves never slow down, and neither do we.
Since 1990, Buyer Plumbing has served our area with service you can trust.
We're family owned and operated with a licensed, loyal staff.
You can count on our work for years to come.
You can trust family owned and operated Buyer Plumbing to do the job right. Right now, save $300 off any water heater or water softener system. Plus 0% financing for 18 months.
Just for the Buyer Boys.
I want options for growth at my job.
Anderson Columbia builds roads to success.
I'm a leader and want to help inspire others.
What we do is a team sport, needing your best every day.
I want to enjoy my career. Working here is a real blast.
Anderson Columbia protects the environment while fostering progress.
Consider Anderson Columbia when building your future.
Are you a senior this year?
In Central and South Texas, your roof isn't just protection, it's peace of mind. At Casa Roofing, we've spent years providing reliable, top-quality roofing solutions. Whether new construction, full replacements, or small repairs, our team has you, well, covered. Whether rain, wind, hail, or the hot Texas sun, protect your home with the experts Texans trust. Call Casa Roofing today for a free inspection.
The Big Ten's the real deal. She terminates. Oh, what a block.
Oh my, and how about that wicked swing? The Big Ten has continued to be the bar setter.
Delivers. Another big time. Boom.
Some of the best volleyball I've ever seen.
Termination. With some thunder. Money. Blocked.
Turning up the heat.
Vaporizes.
Buries it.
Big Ten volleyball all season long.
It's a big rip.
On the Big Ten Network.
Life is yours to spend. Spend it apart. Spend it together. Spend a little now. Spend a lot later. Spend it fearlessly. Spend it faithfully. First United Bank. Spend life wisely. Life is yours to spend. Spend it thinking about the future. Spend it enjoying the moment. Spend it watching them grow. Spend it wishing they'd stop. Spend it believing in yourself. Spend it believing in something just a little bigger. First United Bank. Spend life wisely.
What do you get when you mix a banana, a firefighter, a tailgater, and baseball? You get Banana Ball on True TV.
That is beautiful banana ball.
This baseball game has taken the country by storm.
Over 65,000 fans on hand.
9 weeks of America's pastime with a twist.
Showtime.
We guarantee you've never seen anything like this. Banana Ball on True TV, presented by Tropical Smoothie Cafe.
With NFL Network and NFL Red Zone, the action is inevitable.
Energy all day, all day.
Let's go. NFL Network is where 24/7 coverage meets unmatched insider access and exclusive live games.
There's games in other countries. Let's go.
And every touchdown from every game every Sunday afternoon during the regular season.
Makes the catch.
With NFL Red Zone.
We have so much football.
So this season, don't miss a second of the action.
Celebrate out loud. Game on.
Get NFL Network and NFL Red Zone now.
Comal ISD has always been more than a district.
It's a community where friendships are made, traditions are built, and futures are launched. Now, we're inviting you, our alumni, to join the next chapter. The Comal Education Foundation is launching the Alumni Network to celebrate your stories, build connections, and support today's students. Wherever life has taken you, we want to welcome you back. Visit comalisd.org/alumni and join today.
Are you sure you don't want to go to the movies, Abuela?
Mijo, I love you, but I prefer the classic movies. You go, have a good time. What's this?
Just come with me.
Oh, my mijo.
Your choice, Abuela.
GVTC, connecting you.
Gavin, appreciate you joining us again. I'm Chris Cooley. We're here from the GVTC Foundation, and we want to talk to you about the scholarship you applied for with us, the CTE, the Career and Technical Education Scholarship. Does that ring a bell?
Yes, sir.
Where did you find out about this scholarship from? How did you hear about it?
Actually, one of my friends texted it to me just because they knew I participated in the CTEs.
Well, let me tell you, that is a very good friend, because we're here to tell you you have won the 2025 GVTC Foundation $7,500 CTE scholarship. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. How are y'all doing today?
Good.
I think.
Well, sorry to call you down to the office. This is Chris Cooley, and we're here with the GVTC Foundation. We wanted to talk to you about the Ola Armstrong Scholarship that you applied for. Does that ring a bell?
Yes, sir.
I'm sure you've applied for quite a few, right? There's a lot of scholarships out there, but we're here to tell you that you are the recipient of the 2025 $15,000 Ola Armstrong Scholarship from the GVTC Foundation. Congratulations to you.
I couldn't be more proud. Thank you so much.
Well, hello, Riley. This is Chris Cooley here from the GVTC Foundation. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. Well, sorry to catch you on the road.
No, you're good.
We looks like you're in trouble here. There's a lot of people here, but we've got some questions about your application. This is regarding our GVTC Foundation Richie T. Sorrells Scholarship.
Yes, sir.
Does that ring a bell?
Yes, sir, it does.
I'm sure you filled out a lot of applications. We see you're on the road. I know you're coming back from a school trip, so we'll jump right to it and tell you congratulations. You are the recipient of the 2025 GVTC Foundation $25,000 Richie T. Sorrells Scholarship. Congratulations.
Oh my gosh.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I was not expecting this.
Well, I plan on going into graphic design at Texas State University, and hopefully afterwards being able to use that in my own career experience and hopefully start a business or work through a business, learning on that.
Well, I just want to start by saying thank you to the GVTC Foundation again for giving me this opportunity. It will go a long way in helping pay for college by covering just a chunk of my first semester or more. I'm planning to do something with math, not quite sure yet, but perhaps actuarial science, and this will definitely help further my education in that. So thank you very much again.
So this is going to go towards my education at Texas A&M University. I plan to major in animal science and pursue a career in veterinary medicine, whether that be through working in a vet clinic or product development and research. It's been a passion of mine for many, many years, and I plan to pursue that further in the future. I want to say thank y'all so much for all that y'all do to support youth development in our community. It means so much to me and countless other youth, and it really encourages youth in our community, whether that by acknowledging their leadership, community service, and hard work. So I just want to say thank you for everything that y'all do to support youth in our community. It means so much to me and countless others.
Congratulations to all of you, to the students and to your parents as well. It's a big day for y'all, but it's also a really big day for all of us. As Richie mentioned, this is who we are. So I think for us, you know, what we do and the community, investing in the students. To have a day like this, to be able to come and see the faces, to see not only the people that get to award these, they get to see the real surprises when you guys go, which is great. I think they video that so we can see it too. But it's just a great day for all of us. And so glad y'all are here to all celebrate this together.
Welcome to the most honest commercial you've ever seen. Not the cleanest, just the most honest.
Today, we're fixing a home's foundation.
I mean, that is like the most common thing to see in the world.
Pretty common, yeah.
Right.
So it's the soil that's eroding away, causing those cavities, those voids that the foundation then wants to settle into.
And then you guys with your superhero capes show up and fix everything.
Yes, sir.
Foundation Support Specialist is now Groundworks. Book your free inspection today.
Gilman Automotive is San Antonio's #1 auto team. Choose from a stadium-sized selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. If you're looking for a Honda, Subaru, or Mitsubishi, see Gilman Honda, Gilman Subaru, or Gilman Mitsubishi. And best of all, they all come with the Gilman Promise. We promise you'll love your new car, or you can bring it back. It's the way to go.
The Heidelberg Materials Surftex Quarry has been producing crushed stone since 1936. Our products are vital to our infrastructure and economy. We are committed to giving back and supporting our local community. As one of the largest employers and taxpayers in the area, we provide significant economic benefits to Garden Ridge and the surrounding communities. We are more than just a stone quarry. We provide a material to build the future.
Life doesn't stop for injuries, and neither do we. Schertz-Civil Emergency Clinic is open 24/7 with no wait times, top-rated doctors, providing pediatric and adult care, and advanced diagnostics like CT scans, X-ray, ultrasound, and on-site lab. So whether it's a sports injury, cold or flu, or a halftime mishap, our facility is there for you, offering everything from minor to major medical care. We're here for every Wolf, players, fans, and families, because the Wolves never slow down, and neither do we.
Since 1990, Buyer Plumbing has served our area with service you can trust.
We're family owned and operated with a licensed, loyal staff.
You can count on our work for years to come.
You can trust family owned and operated Buyer Plumbing to do the job right. Right now, save $300 off any water heater or water softener system. Plus 0% financing for 18 months.
Just call the Buyer Boys.
I want options for growth at my job.
Anderson Columbia builds roads to success.
I'm a leader and want to help inspire others.
What we do is a team sport, needing your best every day. I want to enjoy my career.
Working here is a real blast.
Anderson Columbia protects the environment while fostering progress.
Consider Anderson Columbia when building your future.
Are you a senior this year?
Your Davenport
In Central and South Texas, your roof isn't just protection, it's peace of mind. At Casa Roofing, we've spent years providing reliable, top-quality roofing solutions. Whether new construction, full replacements, or small repairs, our team has you, well, covered. Whether rain, wind, hail, or the hot Texas sun, protect your home with the experts Texans trust. Call Casa Roofing today for a free inspection.
And your Diamonds captain is Alexi Woody. The real deal. Diamond University is designed to dream. The Diamonds is also running under the direction of
Big Ten has continued to be the bar
set. Headliner sponsors, JCB Consulting, Kickoff Pediatrics, and Bruce's Chicken, as well as the Show Summer sponsor, Tonight, they are performing
Buries it.
Big Ten volleyball all season long.
It's a big rip.
On the Big Ten Network.
Life is yours to spend. Spend it apart. Spend it together. Spend a little now. Spend a lot later. Spend it fearlessly. Spend it faithfully. First United Bank. Spend life wisely. Life is yours to spend. Spend it thinking about the future. Spend it enjoying the moment. Spend it watching them grow. Spend it wishing they'd stop. Spend it believing in yourself. Spend it believing in something just a little bigger. First United Bank. Spend life wisely.
What do you get when you mix a banana, a firefighter, a tailgater, and baseball? You get Banana Ball on True TV.
That is beautiful banana ball.
This baseball game has taken the country by storm.
Over 65,000 fans on hand.
9 weeks of America's pastime with a twist.
Showtime.
We guarantee you've never seen anything like this. Banana Ball on True TV, presented by Tropical Smoothie Cafe. With NFL Network and NFL Red Zone, the action is inevitable. NFL Network is where 24/7 coverage meets unmatched insider access and exclusive live games. There's games other countries. And every touchdown from every game, every Sunday afternoon during the regular season. With NFL Red Zone.
We have so much football.
So this season, don't miss a second of the action. Celebrate out loud. Get NFL Network and NFL Red Zone now.
Comal ISD has always been more than a district. It's a community where friendships are made, traditions are built, and futures are launched. Now, we're inviting you, our alumni, to join the next chapter. The Comal Education Foundation is launching the Alumni Network to celebrate your stories, build connections, and support today's students. Wherever life is taking you, we want to welcome you back. Visit comalisd.org/alumni and join today.
Are you sure you don't want to go to the movies, Abuela?
Mijo, I love you, but I prefer the classic movies. You go, have a good time.
Carter Elta, and Sadie Hernandez. Woodland captain is Hayden Humphrey. Brass captain is Caleb Atkins.
What's this? Just come with me.
Front ensemble captain is Ashley Young. And color guard captains are Yanni Garcia Cole and Adea Levin. And now for our members of the week.
GVTC, connecting you.
Freshman band members of the week are Kaylee Whitson and Lily Mae Kirby. Percussionists of the
Gavin,
week is
appreciate
Abby
you joining
Stark.
us again. I'm Chris Cooley.
Band
We're here
members
from the
of the week
GBTC
are Haley
Foundation.
Briantis
And we
Haley
want to talk to
Harden.
you about the
Student
scholarship
team
you
members
applied
of the
for
week
with
are
us,
Caleb
the
Atkins and
CTE,
David Nava.
the Career
Color
Technical
guard rookie
Education
of the week
Scholarship.
is
Does that
Anna
ring a bell?
Perez.
Yes, sir.
And the color guard member of the week is Natalie Garcia. This evening, the Wolf Band would like to perform all 4 parts from their 2025 show entitled Wanderlust. Baritone soloists are Milton Amaya and Xavier Booth. Flute and horn soloist is Caleb Atkins. Clarinet soloist is Carter Elza. Now presenting the Wolf Band's 2025 show entitled Wanderlust.
Welcome to the most honest commercial you've ever seen. Not the cleanest, just the most honest.
Today, we're fixing a home's foundation.
I mean, that is like the most common thing to see in the world.
Pretty common, yeah.
Right.
So it's the soil that's eroding away, causing those cavities, those voids that the foundation then wants to settle into.
And then you guys with your superhero capes show up and fix everything.
Yes, sir.
Foundation Support Specialist is now Groundworks. Book your free inspection today.
Gilman Automotive is San Antonio's #1 auto team. Choose from a stadium-sized selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. If you're looking for a Honda, Subaru, or Mitsubishi, see Gilman Honda, Gilman Subaru, or Gilman Mitsubishi. And best of all, they all come with the Gilman Promise. We promise you'll love your new car, or you can bring it back.
It's the way to go.
The Heidelberg Materials Surftex Quarry has been producing crushed stone since 1936. Our products are vital to our infrastructure and economy. We are committed to giving back and supporting our local community. As one of the largest employers and taxpayers in the area, we provide significant economic benefits to Garden Ridge and the surrounding communities. We are more than just a stone quarry. We provide a material to build the future.
Life doesn't stop for injuries, and neither do we. Schertz-Sibyl Emergency Clinic is open 24/7 with no wait times, top-rated doctors, providing pediatric and adult care, and advanced diagnostics like CT scans, X-ray, ultrasound, and on-site lab. So whether it's a sports injury, cold or flu, or a halftime mishap, our facility is there for you, offering everything from minor to major medical care. We're here for every Wolf, players, fans, and families, because the Wolves never slow down, and neither do we.
Since 1990, Buyer Plumbing has served our area with service you can trust.
We're family owned and operated with a licensed, loyal staff.
You can count on our work for years to come.
You can trust family-owned and operated Buyer Plumbing to do the job right. Right now, save $300 off any water heater or water softener system. Plus 0% financing for 18 months.
Just call the Buyer Boys.
I want options for growth at my job.
Anderson Columbia builds roads to success.
I'm a leader and want to help inspire others.
What we do is a team sport, needing your best every day.
I want to enjoy my career. Working here is a real blast.
Will defend this
Somerset gets the ball in the second half, so Davenport chose to kick into the wind so they'd have the wind in the fourth quarter. Because they chose to take the ball, we got the chance.
Yes,
we got to choose which way we were going.
That's true.
Our kicker can kick it through the end zone in the wind.
Either way,
we get the wind in the fourth quarter.
Smart.
Because when you defer, you get the wind in the first and the fourth. This one will be fielded by Iverson at the 5, and he gets out to the 25, so not much more. So Iverson, 6'1", 185. Not the 5'9", 145 they wanted to say on the roster. Anyway, he and the offense will come out from the 26-yard line, 1st and 10. Davenport's defense ready to go. So we're underway. 5 seconds gone in the third quarter. It's 26-10. Davenport on top. 2 touchdowns, 2 two-point conversions for Somerset to tie him. Singletary, the cornerback on this side of the field. Johnson on the far side. They've got a double stack on the far side. Handoff, or a pitch, I should say, to the running back, and that's a tackle for loss by Singletary. Traven Singletary put him down for a loss of 1 or 2.
Ball came out loose. The referees have already signaled second down, but let's see if they change the call. No, they're giving the ball to Somerset and winding the clock. So looked like a fumble, but I guess not.
I guess they said not, but they did throw the bag, so it was a fumble. The little beanbag, they threw it.
It is on the field, that's right.
So anyway, it's 2nd and 10, not a tackle for loss, but a tackle right there. So Singletary will stay on Iverson, and now there's a timeout taken by Somerset. This first one we're going to keep here. Tell me, what is that, 37 seconds into the second half. It's 2nd and 10. Why do you call a timeout? What haven't you?
There was a confusion on the clock because it took them so long to unpile that maybe fumble. Somebody should have stopped the clock, and they're asking, when they give the train whistle signal by the referee.
You're absolutely correct.
They should have converted it to a 25-second clock.
They didn't reset it, and I didn't look at it to see that it was running out.
So Somerset's asking for that timeout back. I don't think they're going to get it.
Wow, you're absolutely correct. That should have been bumped. Well, that's gone on the scoreboard. So it's 2nd and 10 from the 26.
Scoreboard says 3 timeouts each, so maybe they did give it back.
Oh, you're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. So maybe they did. They wind the clock now, 11:20 in the third quarter. Try to get someone to jump. I think we did. Here's a throw over the top. Only we were going to catch it, and we didn't get to it. Boston Hernandez was just short. So I think we jumped and got in the neutral zone is my guess. Let's see.
Yeah, the wind is strong, and it's also a little bit of crosswind. I think if either quarterback had their way, they just have the wind stop.
Yeah.
Nobody really gains an advantage. It's horrible to be against it, but it's not great to have the wind either.
It's blowing more south to north, but it's also
a little bit west, I guess.
A little bit east to west. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. The back is right beside Flores. He gives it to Torres, and he gets into the secondary and finally gets dragged down, but not until Hernandez, actually not Hernandez, Hayden Turner, the defensive end, tracked him down. Good run for a first down up to the 46-yard line.
They keep finding little creases in there because of spreading the field with their receivers. Davenport is content to try to stop the run with sometimes just 5 in the box, and Somerset's moving the ball well. They need to convert this offensive success to some points, though.
2 receivers near side, 1 to the far. Now motion from Alvarez. He gets it, coming near, runs over a defender, then gets brought down. Johnson got the tackle, but not until he got first down yardage to the 44 of Davenport. So the drive continues.
Maybe subconsciously you're on defense, you think, hey, they're going to throw it, they've got the win, so they're spreading out a little more than they normally do.
Maybe so. Quarterback Caleb Flores, the senior, comes back from the sideline with the play on every down. He's got 2-by-2 receivers now with the running back right off his shoulder. Flores takes the snap, wants to throw, looking near. Now he's got a spy chasing him, brings him down, and it's incomplete on a first down throw. Good hustle that time by Yankee to get him down on the ground.
That's late pressure. He should know that they're going to spy him because he's a good enough runner, but that pressure kind of comes out of nowhere. He thinks he's clean and looking for a receiver, and then a big mean guy's right there in his face.
And that has happened several times to Caleb Flores.
It doesn't have to be a sack to be a quarterback hurry and keep him off his game.
2-by-2 receivers again for the senior quarterback. Empty backfield because he's got a tight end. Now Alvarez comes back in the backfield from the near sideline. He gives it to Alvarez up the middle, wide open. Finally tackled in the secondary. That's Hernandez again.
Another first down.
Yeah. So Iverson comes out as Flores comes back with the play. Martinez, Alvarez on the near side. Nesby on the far. Nesby's running a post. He's got him. Ball's in the air, and It's caught. He made a nice move at the point of where the defender was and got the post.
Yeah,
and broke past him.
That's one of those receiver making the quarterback look really good. He adjusted well and made that ball look like it was right on the money. That was a well-thrown ball, but in this win, you got to have your receivers kind of capture, bring it down.
Right.
Nice play.
So Flores to Nesby.
I believe they're going for 2.
Looks like it. So they are going for 2. 2 receivers either way, everybody in tight. Now motion out of the backfield. Flores gets some pressure. Now he gets hit and throws it incomplete, so they fail on the 2-point try. It is 26-16. Davenport up by 10 as we go to a break on the Wolves Network.
The Heidelberg Materials Surftex Quarry has been producing crushed stone since 1936. Our products are vital to our infrastructure and economy. We are committed to giving back and supporting our local community. As one of the largest employers and taxpayers in the area, we provide significant economic benefits to Garden Ridge and the surrounding communities. We are more than just a stone quarry. We provide a material to build the future.
9 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's now 26-16. The Wolves on top of the Bulldogs. A 10-point deficit for Somerset. The last 2 undefeated teams in District 14 4A. The Wolves 3-0. The Bulldogs 2-0. Bentley will kick it off for the Bulldogs. Fallon and Scott deep. The wind at his back, chances are it'll be fielded right about the goal line. At the 1, here's Caden Scott. Looks for a seam, doesn't find much, gets tracked down and stopped before he even gets to the 20. Good hustle on the play.
Coverage teams have to be careful these days because they get so lulled into security by everybody fair catching. You get a team that wants to run it out, you better have some tacklers on your team.
Yes.
Scott's really good with the ball in his hand. He's not just a great go-get-it receiver. He can move without blockers. They did a good job containing him on that play.
Thanks again to our camera people tonight, Aiden, Kristen, and Isaac, doing a great job showing you pictures of this game on the Wolves Network. 3 receivers far. Boy, they got penetration in the backfield, and as Fallon took the ball, he was being hit. Wow. That's that linebacker, Michael Gonzalez.
Something happened on that snap count. I kept looking around for flags to be dropped, but the ball was snapped just at the right time. So a good time for the defense, I'm saying. They kind of timed that.
They timed it.
Wasn't really a blitz, but something wasn't right.
2nd and 15. Torres throws it to the near sideline. A nice catch goes up high for it as the tight end, Gage Hunter. His 19th catch of the season's a good one out to the 24. That'll set up a 3rd down and 4 on a nice pass and an even better catch.
That looked like Davenport's offensive line jumped out on that play too. So there's something going on. There's some kind of confusion between the quarterback and the snap.
Our tight end jumped and their defensive end came across.
To be honest, I can't tell you how they're going to call this. It looked like an offensive lineman moved and a defensive lineman on the other side was in the neutral zone, so I'm not sure how this is going to work out. The referees are arguing about it also.
I think our tight end jumped. I don't know, and then I saw their defender jump off of him, so maybe, I don't know.
This is the 3rd or 4th play in a row where
somebody,
defense is jumping and offensive line isn't set, so something's going on.
David Angleton is the referee, and he calls procedure against Davenport, so there's 5 yards. So 3rd and 4 becomes 3rd and 9. Our umpire's kind of making everybody wait for him right now. Now he goes. Ball at the 19. It's 3rd and 9. We need to get to the 28. And it is 3rd down. Empty, well, no tight end. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. The back is Fallon. Torres to throw. Has a good pocket right now. Throws it to Fallon. I don't know, do you think the wind knocked that down? I mean,
something in general just doesn't look right with their offense right now. The snap count's not right. The offensive line's not hearing something. Receiver's not sure where to line up. I'm not sure what's going on, but they'll get that sorted out.
Yeah.
Somerset played well on defense then too. First punt for Davenport for the game.
It is.
Got to go into
punt.
the win.
Ashton Mercer, who averages 40-some yards a punt.
There was a player hurt on their kickoff. I didn't see what the number was. Perhaps he's on their punt team or punt return team as well. They had to call a timeout to make sure they had the right people.
So now we're gonna keep it here for right now. Let's go back to what you were just saying. Something's off. You just come out of the locker room. It's your first offensive possession. What causes?
Stadium's loud, but it's nothing like those big, 90,000, 100,000 seat college stadiums where you literally can't hear. And they've executed all year. This is the 6th game of the year, so something's not right. And
I'm not game of the year.
Eighth game of the year. Something's not right.
Right.
And now they've got to punt into the strongest wind that they've faced.
The wind's stronger now than it was at kickoff.
I believe so.
Yeah.
This could be a big turning point for Somerset. Davenport's got to execute on their special teams here.
Snap is good. They got in there. Did they get a hand on that?
I think that ball was tipped.
I think it was too. Fielded at the 43, and that's where Somerset will start 1st and 10 from the Davenport 43. I think they got pressure in there, and I think they got a hand on the ball because it came out.
It came out really funny, but as bad as that punt blocked or kicked poorly, it still ended up pretty good compared to where it could have been for a blocked punt. So we'll see if the Davenport defense can shut this thing down.
Well, they're getting challenged right now on the sideline as they get ready to take the field. Turner, Vestal, Pearson, the line. Jones, Yankee, Broadus, Brown, the linebackers. The secondary, we've been talking about them all night. Now 2 backs in the backfield on either side of Flores. He wants to throw. Looking sideline, and the defensive back, Johnson, just ushered him out of bounds. Incomplete. Intended for Nesby.
The receiver kind of played into his hands. He kept trying to go around the outside. Well, I'll push you out if you want to go that way.
Yeah.
So that was going to be an incomplete pass, even if it was executed correctly. Nice job by the DB.
No doubt about it. So Flores comes back with the play. Play clock at 18, game clock at 8 minutes to go in the third. This has been a long first 4 minutes of the third quarter. Flores, empty backfield now. Alvarez comes back beside him. Now they're going to have to call another timeout. This is their last timeout. 4 minutes into the third quarter, and they've used all 3 timeouts. We'll take a break. It's 26-16 on the Wolves Network.
Wow. Since 1990, Buyer Plumbing has served our area with service you can trust.
We're family owned and operated with a licensed, loyal staff.
You can count on our work for years to come.
You can trust family owned and operated Buyer Plumbing to do the job right. Right now, save $300 off any water heater or water softener system. Plus 0% financing for 18 months.
Just call the Buyer Boys!
We're back at Davenport High School. Brady Holton is in as one of the linebackers right now.
Somerset has lost all three of their, or had to use all three of their timeouts with 8 minutes left in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's a lot of football left.
This could turn into a close game where they're going to need those.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this works out for them.
Now their left tackle, Joe Ortega, is late coming out on the field. Play clock starts now at 22. 2-by-2 receivers. Alvarez beside Torres. Fake the handoff. Little screen tried to Iverson, and that's covered up and shut down right away by Josh Johnson.
Josh Johnson.
No, I'm sorry. That wasn't Johnson. That's the linebacker.
Great.
That is Miles Jones.
Yeah, Miles Jones. We said earlier on the tipped ball that ended up being an interception. That's just, great execution by the player, but the coaches got him ready for that. On that right there, you could tell he'd been ready for that short pass that tried to turn into a screen, but he covered it so well the offensive lineman couldn't get to him to block him.
Right. So 3rd and 10 now from the 43. Defense needs one more play to shut this drive down. 4 receivers out in motion. Pressure on the quarterback, Torres. He's looking across the middle, has the receiver, and it's a catch. I think that's Martinez. Gavin Martinez, another senior with 20-plus catches on the season, and that one's good for a first down. 7:08 to go in third quarter. Ball at the 29.
Clock should be running.
Why isn't it?
No.
Well, he went out of bounds, but
yeah, the clock starts after they get the ball set until the last 2 minutes. So.
Well, he didn't start it, though. He simply didn't start it. Pitch, Alvarez. Following some blockers. Finally shut down. He didn't get the first tackle, but Zamarripa helped push him down. Safety. Ball up to the 24. 2nd down and 5. This makes the game real close if they score.
Somerset doing a good job of mixing that run and pass, just the right combination of keeping the defense guessing about where the ball's going to be.
Under center now is Torres, throws it out, and that is the receiver making a pass, and it's caught.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, Nesby threw it, and Alvarez caught it, and the receiver pass makes this a 4-point game with the extra point to come.
Little trickery. Davenport hasn't been in a game like this since they played Piper earlier in the season, so we'll see how they answer.
4 weeks ago, right?
Yes.
I don't know, 5-6 weeks ago. Extra point is up, and it's good. It's 26-23. Wolves up by 3, but only 3 on the Wolves network.
Gilman Automotive is San Antonio's #1 auto team. Choose from a stadium-sized selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. If you're looking for a Honda, Subaru, or Mitsubishi, see Gilman Honda, Gilman Subaru, or Gilman Mitsubishi. And best of all, they all come with the Gilman Promise. We promise you'll love your new car, or you can bring it back.
Gilman, it's the way to go.
Davenport will be ready to receive the kickoff. 6:26 to go in the third quarter. 26-23, they're up by 3.
And I think we said this during the break, Davenport's had 3 offensive plays and a punt, and other than that, they've been on defense this whole third quarter. So Somerset has got the momentum on their side. They need to play.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
They do. Scott takes it at the 4. And he's caught before the 20 again, and that was a great open field stop by Eli Duran. So they even make Davenport start deep in their own territory. So 1st and 10 from the 19. Offense needs to be challenged, and they need to put a drive together.
Yeah, they need to keep their defense on the side over here for a while and let them rest up and go convert this to points. 3-point lead really means nothing right now. They need time on the clock where their offense is working.
Right. Play clock at 20. Torres has 3 receivers to the far side, and now Fallon is on his left. They give it to Fallon straight up the middle. That was nothing that he ended up getting 3 or 4 yards out of it. He got hit in the backfield and still got 4 yards.
Davenport using a little tempo here to keep Somerset from getting to substitute.
Fallon again following his blockers, doing a nice job. Has got a first down run across the 30-yard line. Blockers did a good job of giving him some space, and he just did the rest. 2 runs by Fallon, 11 yards and a first down. And again, you made the point, they're going fast, no subs. They give it to Fallon again. He comes right this time and gets about 3 yards to the 33 before he's brought down. Good work by the defense that time, and that was the linebacker Nimitz, John Wayne Nimitz.
You know, the only way to stop this is make a good tackle on defense. Otherwise, they're continue to go fast.
Oh, there's a pass to the tight end. Yeah, that's a good look. Torres faked it to Fallon and then hit Gage Hunter for another catch.
It's even
for the
more
big tight end.
It's even more effective when you get to fake the handoff to such a great running back. Those linebackers have to come take care of him.
Another pass to Fallon on the near sideline, and he goes out of bounds before a tackler could get there. I think he only gets a couple of yards up to the 48, 2nd and 8. Play clock stops at 4:57, 2nd and 8. High snap. Torres keeps it after faking it to Fallon and ends up getting about 5. Actually, they're marking him at the 49. That's
good
where he
spot. Starts to slide.
It's a good spot where he started. And Davenport's going to call a timeout. It'll be 3rd and 5 from the 49-yard line of the Bulldogs, and we'll keep it here.
That was a good time to mix in a quarterback run. Wasn't a big yardage play, but it reminds the defense that they have to defend more than just Fallon. You know, they did a great RPO, a run pass fake, run pass option play, fake the ball to Fallon and hit number 9 on a big gain, and now the quarterback kept it once. Little things like that are going to open up the running game for Fallon even more.
And they've got a player needing to be stretched out, a little dehydrated. 4:46 to go in the third, a 3-point lead for Davenport. But it's a drive that's been taking some time off the clock and really been effective for the Wolves. And that's what they needed with the lead cut to 3. One of their defensive linemen, big 99, Dominic Nava.
I think he was there when the quarterback slid, and you have to be so careful to get out of the way and not get a penalty. He probably landed funny, avoiding that tackle.
So the ball is at the Bulldog 49-yard line. It's 3rd down and 5. A big play in this drive here in the 3rd quarter, since Somerset has cut the lead to 3. Trying to get the Wolves out of the huddle. The officials about ready to start the play clock.
In this situation, the clock ought to be 25 seconds, not a 40 second.
It shouldn't have been 40. It should have been 25. Anyway, they'll get the play off in time. They fake it to Fallon. He's got a man in the flat, and he throws it too high. Saladin was the intended receiver, and he threw it too high. I think they're going to stay on the field, though. Do you?
I believe they will. That the punt didn't do them any good. They've had a little success right here. They need to convert. Really a 4th and it says 4th and 5. It's a little longer. I don't know. It's 5.
They get him to jump, but they get back before contact. Play clock still at 14. As he checks the sideline, does Torres. Looks like they're keeping it the same. Are they not going to run a play?
They're probably going to take a penalty or timeout to go ahead and punt the football.
They do take a timeout with 4:35 to go in the third quarter. We will take a timeout. A 3-point lead on the Wolves network.
The Heidelberg Materials Surftex Quarry has been producing crushed stone since 1936. Our products are vital to our infrastructure and economy. We are committed to giving back and supporting our local community. As one of the largest employers and taxpayers in the area, we provide significant economic benefits to Garden Ridge and the surrounding communities. We are more than just a stone quarry. We provide a material to build the future.
We're back at Davenport High School, the Wolves Stadium. It's 26-23, the Wolves on top of the Bulldogs. 4:35 left in the third quarter. Somerset out with their defense.
Looks like Davenport has their regular offense huddled up.
It does, doesn't it?
I don't think they're gonna try to punt the ball. Maybe they're gonna try to draw them off sides one more time.
Looks like they're gonna go Wildcat with Fallon taking the snap. Somerset looks like they know they're gonna run. Here they come this way. He's got a couple of blockers. Fallon,
he didn't
get there. Good defense. Big 51, Cruz Andrus.
Yeah, 17 down on the pile for Somerset also.
Yeah, that's the backup safety, Vasquez.
Yeah, he made a big play right there. So now Somerset continuing their momentum swing in this third quarter. That's a big stop for them, and now they get the ball with the relative short field. It's still on their side of the 50, but that's better than a punt holding them deep.
That is the ball at the 46 where they'll start 1st and 10. 4:30 to go here in the third quarter. They've got 3 receivers on the far side, 1 on the near, 1 running back next to the quarterback. Now 2 by 2. Flores wants to throw, throws it late, and there's Nesby on the sideline. Gets all the way into Davenport territory at the 39. Well, they'll mark it at the 40 where they'll have 1st and 10.
It's a crafty quarterback. You tell your kids, if you're a cover guy, you stay in coverage until that ball crosses the line of scrimmage. The kid ran up to tackle the quarterback. He just dumped it over like front yard football, you know. Really good.
Yeah.
First down, too.
He's playing like he knows how to play. Caleb Flores, little bitty guy. 1st and 10 from the 40. Fakes the handoff. He's going to run it himself. Comes near sideline and gets hit hard by Singletary in the thigh. A nice shot as he's going out of bounds, and he's going to have a Charlie horse.
Referee took a spill there, too. Couldn't get out of the way.
Like he's holding his head, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Got the line judge. Yeah. Trainer's seeing him right now.
Probably already asking him, you know, what day is it? Where are you? He took a bad spill.
He did, yes. Well, credit the defense. They were ready for it, and they weren't going to let him get it. So we have a small, well, he's getting up now. Hold on, we'll stay here for now. Line judge is up on his feet. Who's got his hat? Looks like he's got his hat. Talking with our referee. I think he's ready to go. As a basketball referee, I can tell you it's never fun to be run over by a basketball player. I can't imagine what a football player feels like.
You just don't want to be the center of attention. You
you
don't want anybody watching you.
No doubt about that. You want everybody to leave the gym not even talking about the officials. So first should be 2nd and 10 now, right?
Yes.
Sticks need to change.
2nd and 11. They actually lost
2nd and 11, yes. So from the 41, crowd starting to make some life, trying to shake the stadium a little bit. Tries to see if anybody will jump. Nobody does. Gives a hand signal to Iverson down here on this side. He's looking at him. A stop and go, covered up well. Now he looks to the far sideline. A Yankee chasing him. He throws it late, and it's incomplete. And there's a flag on Singletary. I don't know. It looked like a pretty good play to me. What about you?
Might have been a helmet-to-helmet on the second guy that got there. I couldn't get the number. Here again, he's not trying to play dirty. He's just trying to make a play, and I don't think he was leading with the helmet on purpose, but he ended up helmet-to-helmet contact. Let's see how they call this.
We'll just have to wait and see. It's 2nd and 11 if the incomplete, or 3rd and 11 if the incomplete pass stands. But there is a flag out near the 29-yard line where the play happened. I don't really know why their coach needs to get in the huddle. They're waving him off. We still haven't heard anything, have we?
No, I think it's going to go against, let's see what they do here.
Okay. Here's the play on the replay on the big screen.
Yeah, the potential penalty will be on number 52. Now, they don't have the luxury of a replay like they do on the college games on Saturday. So I don't think that they can eject a kid for that, because you have to use the replay to determine the penalty.
He's also talking to Coach JD about yardage.
Yes.
But it's not ours to choose or reject.
I don't know why they're spending so long explaining.
They're asking him something. It's a longer conversation than I would ever have given you thought about doing, but JD's not excited about it, though.
No. Personal foul. Low to the head.
Call targeting. It's a 15-yard penalty, and that player is ejected.
I didn't know they could do that, but I guess they can.
So 52 is ejected, and he has to sit out the first half of the next game, if that's the rule they do in high school as well. So it's first down at the 26-yard line of Davenport for Somerset. Now, why is the referee going back over to Coach Detmer?
I think he's explaining that kid's ejected.
Well,
but I don't know why it takes so long.
They would have already talked about that,
yeah.
Wouldn't they have? I don't know why this conversation, I don't know why any of these conversations, why was he asking JD? I mean, he's telling them his player's ejected. So
I was confused. I thought it was just going to be 15 yards with no ejection, but evidently they can. Maybe that's why the discussion took so long, because they don't.
Like our referee wants to say more.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay. So 1st and 10 from the 26. This is a 3-point game. Somerset trying to get the lead back on their side. Well, not back. They've never had it. Alvarez, the running back, stopped near the line of scrimmage. You might have got a yard, maybe 2. They'll mark him at the 25.
Davenport's defense has to be careful. They're a little rattled. They're a little upset that their teammate got ejected, so they're gonna try to, do a little extra. They don't need to. They just need to play their position, play the way they've been coached. They're really good on defense.
Yeah, they are.
They're just a little frustrated because their teammate got kicked out of the game.
You're absolutely correct. Frustration abounds this side of the field where the Davenport players are and coaches. But you got to play through that because the game's still going on. 3:25 to go, third quarter. Davenport up by 3. Now one of the big offensive, well, he's not an offensive lineman. He has to be a back or a tight end. They throw it to Nesby. He wants to throw, and he gets tackled in the backfield by Singletary. It's a loss, clear back to the 34-yard line.
And that's the trick that they scored the touchdown on, but Davenport was ready for that. You know, Somerset probably thought we caught them in a situation where they're frustrated, we could trick them. It didn't work.
I really don't know what Big 42, were they going to try to throw to him?
No, he's just out here as a blocker.
Yeah,
for the other passer. He's been their H-back all night, but he's never been out wide.
Right. So now 2-by-2 receivers on 3rd and about 18. Alvarez now in motion. He's there to block. The handoff to the running back Torres, gets a yard to the 32, maybe 2 yards. And it's 4th down now and long. 4th and, what is that, 16, 17?
16, yeah. Guess they're going to bring their punter in.
They're bringing their punter in.
Yeah.
They're going to try to pin us deep. Well, chances are it'll go in the end zone, won't it?
Unless he's got some tricks.
Unless he punts it as bad as he punted the first one and it dies. With this win, though, I don't know how you keep it short. I don't, unless he's a quarterback too.
Davenport is coming for the full pass punt rush.
He got blocked. No, it got tipped. That's in the end zone.
I think they pinned him on the 1.
He's saying it's where the first ball was touched, but if it took back to the end line, then it's a touchback.
Yeah, I thought the ball was hit by one of the Davenport players.
There's a penalty.
So maybe this penalty won't.
Did they not did they not touch the ball and they're saying it's roughing the kicker?
I don't know if that comes with an automatic first down or not, because they have more than 15 yards to make the first.
I thought he got a hold. They had to get the ball there the way it came out.
They're bringing the ball back like it's automatic first down. No, he gave the signal that it was tipped.
Yeah, it was tipped.
So where does the ball end up? Down here on the 1 yard line.
Well, they don't know. They don't have it marked anymore. They're saying it comes out to the 25 or what?
No, they're going to put it down here on the 1.
The 2. Has to be the 2 because that's where he was touched. That's where it was touched.
Line. You're right.
I've watched enough football, though. If you touch it at the 2 and then the ball goes in the end zone, it's still in the end zone.
The referees were standing right on that line. I guess they determined that it never crossed the plane.
But the guy was touching it standing in the end zone.
Thought so too.
It's in the end zone. It should be a touchback. Frustrations up here too.
Davenport could stop all of that extra conversation with a good long drive here and put it in the end zone. Not an easy task.
So here comes the offense. Our officials finally got off the sideline. They'd still been talking to Coy Detmer, the head coach of Somerset, and I'm not real sure why that conversation had to continue. But our referee seemed to think he needed to. So from the 2, it's 1st and 10. They're sending everybody. And out to the 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Fallon just keeps spinning and going. 1.5 minutes to go in the 3rd. Clock keeps running. It's now 2nd down and 5. They need to get to the 12 for a first down. Offensive line needs to contain the rush. But we're going to keep running the ball. Fallon's going to take a direct snap. He fakes a handoff. Patiently, he falls forward and gets to the 11. It'll be 3rd and 1. So 3rd and 1. This is where they're going to sell 7 or 8 guys in that box, aren't they?
Yeah, they have nobody farther away than 5 yards.
Here's a handoff. Solidum takes the carry, cleared out to the 20. Great run. Great run. Oh my.
That's a big first down, and they're sticking with this Wildcat formation. They found something they like right now.
Well, they're just going to take some clock, too. Fallon takes the snap. He gives it to Solidum again, and he runs right through people, runs right over the safety, took him head on and put him on his back. First down, Wolves, and now they've got somebody in the backfield acting like he's hurt. First and 10 from the 33.
You can see Somerset, by the time the ball snapped, they've got everybody, within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Hands it to Solidum again, and he's got another yard. 3-4 gain up to the 38. The junior.
Now they get that to the fourth quarter. Now they've got the win to their back. So that was great strategy on the part of Davenport and great execution by their offensive line and Fallon.
We'll take a timeout as the third quarter comes to an end. Back with the fourth on the Wolves Network.
I want options for growth at my job.
Anderson Columbia builds roads to success.
I'm a leader and want to help inspire others.
What we do is a team sport, needing your best every day.
I want to enjoy my career. Working here is a real blast.
Anderson Columbia protects the environment while fostering progress.
Consider Anderson Columbia when building your future.
Are you a senior this year?
And it'll be 2nd and 5 as we're back for the start of the fourth quarter. 12 minutes of football left. It's 26 for Davenport, 23 for Somerset. Davenport with the ball. They started this drive at the 2-yard line. Now they're out to the 37 with 2nd and about 6 to go. They run the Wildcat to this point with Fallon, the running back, but he's handed it twice to Solidum, and they've got good gains on every carry.
Somerset knew what was up. They put everybody within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage, so their safeties were playing linebacker, their linebackers were playing extra defensive linemen. Didn't matter. Davenport just still was able to successfully run the ball. Hats off again. The 3 times I've broadcast Davenport games, they've got tremendous offensive players.
Play clock has started. We're still in the huddle.
I love to talk about their offensive line.
Without a doubt.
Good players.
So 2-by-2 receivers. Play clock at 15. Fallon says, I got this. 10 on the play clock. First play of the fourth quarter. Fallon keeps it. He's loose, middle of the field. Makes a cut. First down carry. Clear out past the 50 to the 47. Tackled by, that's number 20 again, Michael Gonzalez. Ball at the 47 of Somerset. Fallon stays in. They had a conversation with Torres early. They had a heart-to-heart with him. Fallon keeps it this time. The handoff to Solidum. I don't think Fallon liked the way the play got off. It's a 2-yard gain. It's 2nd and 8. He was looking at the coaching staff saying it was his fault, whatever he did wrong. He thinks he probably should have kept it, I think.
He may be trying to read it like a real quarterback.
Yeah.
We'll see how this goes.
He's going to throw it. Fallon, quarterback draw, not much. He gets 5 or 6 out of a run that should have been stopped at the line of scrimmage. He's something else.
Yeah, this will be obviously they're going to be good enough to make the playoffs. This will be something that other schools are going to be afraid of.
They've got 7 guys in the box. Fallon keeps it, good enough for a first down. That's trying to mess with him now. That's Vasquez. Had him by the ankles and started twisting him as he was trying to get up. So Fallon's staying at quarterback. You got to know if he falls back to, if he fades back to pass, you know it's a quarterback draw, right?
You think you'd know.
3 receivers top side, 1 to the near. He gives it to Solidum, who bounces off the defensive line, then comes outside, and he's still going. Goes out of bounds finally inside the 30 at the 27-yard line. That'll be just shy of a first down, 2nd down and 1.
So Fallon's probably pretty excited about being the Wildcat quarterback. Saladin's got to be really excited. Well, if I finally get my chance to be the running back. He's doing a great job.
He is. That was a great handoff, and Solidum did a great. Now he levels a block. Fallon gets the first down, now gets more. Scott's down blocking. Fallon's in the end zone. Gets hit late in the end zone. Vasquez tried to get a late shot on him, but it's still a touchdown for Davenport. 10:23 to go in the fourth.
They're just showing they've got so many ways they can get it done. Somerset kind of dominated that third quarter, and then you had a penalty where you got a kid ejected. Your defense was a little rattled. Now they're all back on the right track, the whole team, offense and defense. That's a big score for the Davenport Wolves.
Do you remember how far that run was? Where was that line of scrimmage? 30, 20, 27. The snap is high. Fallon gets it. He's going to try to get into the end zone, and he does. Wow. So it's 32-23, a 9-point lead now. So as Fallon gets the 2-point on a high snap. So we've got timeout on the field. 10:23 to go. It's an 11-point lead on the Wolves Network.
In Central and South Texas, your roof isn't just protection, it's peace of mind. At Casa Roofing, we've spent years providing reliable, top-quality roofing solutions. Whether new construction, full replacements, or small repairs, our team has you, well, covered. Whether rain, wind, hail, or the hot Texas sun, protect your home with the experts Texans trust. Call Casa Roofing today for a free inspection.
23, it's an 11-point lead. It still makes it a 2-score lead.
Sometimes the marks of a good football team are that you can get it done when things aren't going great for you. You know, right there you say, well, a bad snap, well, 2 points for us, you know. So they're finding different ways to get it done, but the score is 34-23, so that's really a 2-score game.
You know, we talked about this when they were playing Piper. Just the little things that they're getting done. 5-year program, a 5-year program. Kickoff by Mercer sails through the end zone. That one hits the white line in the back of the end zone. Might have been the furthest one he's kicked today. So they'll take over. Somerset will take over at the 25, and now the defense has to make a stand again. 10:23 left in this one, an 11-point lead for the Wolves.
You know, if you could bottle that momentum thing that coaches talk about, broadcasters talk about, if you could figure out a way to really turn that off and turn it on and know when you got enough of it. But right now, the Davenport Wolves are going back on the field in defense, and they've got the momentum on their side. Let's see how they play.
They do, and the offensive line, or the offense is all sitting down right now. So 1st and 10 for Somerset. 2 backs in the backfield. They give it to Alvarez. Going left, bounces out, has one man to beat. He runs over the cornerback, and then the safety gets him down. Actually, it's Yankee, the linebacker, got him down. It's 2nd and 2.
That's a big play for Somerset, but as a defensive coach, you like to see when 5 or 6, maybe even 8 guys are really close to making that tackle on a long run. So Davenport's coming out playing good defense right now.
They still run to the ball as good as anybody we've seen this year. Johnson on the receiver near side, Singletary on the receiver far. Quarterback keeper for Flores, nowhere to go. Broadus, also linebacker, or Hayden Turner, the defensive end.
Maybe lost a yard.
Maybe.
This is a big play for Somerset. If they don't get this first down, they've got to punt from their own end with a big wind in their face. This is going to be a huge play for both teams right now.
I guess it was 2nd and 1. Now it's 3rd and 2. Ball's at the 33. They need to get to the 35 for a first down. Receivers wide on either side.
They'll try
tight end on either side. They'll hand it off. That's Vasquez, and he didn't get it. He got to the 34 and no more. So it's 4th and 1. They'll probably have to go for it, wouldn't you think? Down by 11, under 9 to go. Or do you punt?
Well, with the wind, that may have some. They're going to bring their punt team on. It's a smart thing to do.
It is the best thing, yeah.
We're not just playing chess here. The punt team's got to execute now.
Yes.
And this is a big win.
This is a huge win. And the snaps twice have been low. Last one, we ended up getting a hand on the punt. We're bringing a bunch of guys. We're covering the receivers. Good snap this time. Gets the kick off. A decent kick held up by the wind. And a good bounce for Somerset. Finally stops about the 37.
I would say with this win that's a well-executed play by the Somerset punt team. Davenport has pretty good field position, though, and they're pretty hot right now on offense. Let's see what happens.
23-yard punt, but in this win, that's pretty effective and no return. My question is, why wasn't Scott coming up to catch that maybe?
may have been coached to leave it alone because you don't know what it's going to do with that kind of wind.
Right. Might be coming back at you from the backside.
Yes.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Play clock starts. Game clock at 8:11 here in the 4th. It's an 11-point lead, 34-23 for Davenport. 2 receivers on either side now. Fallon still at QB. They've got everybody in the box. They track him down after a short gain.
They had a little time to talk about it over there. They said if, number 12 comes back at quarterback, we're going to do this. So very, very good play.
That's a big 99.
Yeah, I think he went off the field.
Nava.
Yeah, he went off the field earlier with an injury, and he's back. I'm glad to see that.
Yeah, he's the one that had cramped up. So they've got a 5-man line with 2 linebackers in the middle. So 7 in the box. The other 2 are covering receivers. Looks like man-to-man. Blocking's okay. Fallon gets to the edge, turns and spins, and gets hit out of bounds by 22. He was already out of bounds when he got popped, and 22 will pick up the flag.
That's such a tough play.
It is.
You just got to know when to turn. You just got to know when to just go completely dead. You get on that white line, you can't hit anybody.
John Wayne Nimitz is the linebacker for Somerset, and he's going to pick up a flag here for a late hit out of bounds.
Yeah, that's a big, devastating penalty in yardage, and now Davenport can probably go for it on 4th down and run the clock.
So 1st down at the 43 of Davenport now. We've got a running back out at wide receiver on the far side. 2 there, 1 here. Torres is back in, hands it to Fallon. Falls forward for 3 yards, but the offense is back where it should be, and we got an offensive lineman that looks like he got hit low.
I bet he stays in there. Those kids are tough. Yep, he's staying in the game.
We've got some whistles going on. What do we got?
Got a flag here on
flag
the 30-yard
on the far
line.
side.
Yeah.
That's Hunter Vestal, 62. He's the backup center. Not real sure where he's at on the line right now. But it's 1st. What are we doing here?
Was 63 the kid that was injured, but that some kind of penalty. Personal foul.
Yeah, it looked like a personal foul up to the 25. Was it after the play?
Maybe after the play. Somerset not doing themselves any favors
right.
with these 15-yard penalties.
So 1st and 10 from the 25. Torres at quarterback, Fallon at running back. Play start. Play clock's finally started. 7:10 to go in the game. Fakes it to Fallon. Wants to throw now. Double clutches. Throws it later. Is that Scott?
Yeah.
He came back for the ball and has it inside the 10. Great timing from Torres and for Scott to come back from his route, whatever it was.
I think early in the 3rd quarter they switched to kind of a man cover look, and so that go deep and then come back is a good way to beat man coverage. Great throw by the sophomore quarterback.
The Wolves huddle to get the play call from the sideline.
Now there's no need for them to go fast. They've got the clock on their side.
Right. Torres gets the sign, tells the team we break. Fallon's behind him. Play clock now at 5. We got to hurry a little bit. 2 backs in the backfield. Soledum. Now Torres keeps it, throws it late, and throws it away. Good decision by the quarterback to get rid of that one.
Yeah,
he was going to be sacked.
That's not a glamorous play, but that's a smart quarterback to get rid of it. We got 2nd and short now. We got a better play for that.
Yeah, 2nd and goal from the 7. They'll huddle again. Play clock starts. It's now at 20. We finally got the play. It's okay. Bleed the clock. It's stopped. The clock has stopped at 6:27 after the incomplete pass. Play clock at 9 as we hand it off to Fallon. Going left, spins, and marked at the half-yard line. He thought he got in the end zone, I think.
You know, I don't work for Davenport, but I bet I can call the next play.
You think Fallon's going to get it?
I got a good feeling about them just taking the ball and going behind some of these good offensive linemen and running Fallon for the touchdown. Well, let's see what happens. Yeah, they're going Wildcat.
Wildcat to Fallon. Straight ahead, touchdown. Barrett Fallon scores again.
Yeah, Somerset's a little rattled.
So right now it's 40-23 with the extra point to come. What's our referee doing now? Okay, here we go. Fallon the holder. Snaps a little bit high, he gets it down and it's blocked again. They can return it, but they're not going to get very far. So the kick is no good, and it's 40-23, a 17-point lead. And we've got a timeout on the field. 5:53 to go in the game. It's a 17-point lead on the Wolves network.
Life is yours to spend. Spend it apart. Spend it together. Spend a little now. Spend a lot later. Spend it fearlessly. Spend it faithfully. First United Bank. Spend life wisely.
5:53 to go in this one. It's 40 for Davenport. Somerset has 23. It's a 17-point lead for the home team as they get ready to kick off with the wind at their back. Big decision at halftime to take the wind in the fourth quarter for Davenport. They survived a tough third quarter with the wind in their face, which is blowing harder now than it did at kickoff, which is hard to believe.
Somerset was playing great in the third quarter. They got nothing to show for it now, though. Davenport just completely took over in this fourth quarter.
This one won't be fielded as it lands beyond the white line.
That's the farthest one so far. If they get another touchdown, he's going to kick it even farther. You know, I think to me it started when they put the Wildcat in that, you know, Somerset had a pretty decent punt that we thought the punt was blocked, but it ended up on the 2-yard line. So Somerset had 98 yards to go. There was a changeover for fourth quarter, but they took that 98 yards to the touchdown.
They did.
You know, and ran some
time
off the clock.
They got it out to about the 35 when the quarter ended.
Yes.
And then they finished it in the start of the fourth quarter.
So to me, that was kind of a turning point. They just said, we've had enough mistakes. We're going to take the ball and run it right at you and get some first downs and a touchdown.
Right. Somerset with the ball. Flores, he's going to throw it into the bench because no one was open. Caleb Flores.
You got to have a stat for your D-line. When the quarterback just throws it away, you got to say, we win. I know it's not a sack, but at the same time,
it's a hurry.
You got him to do something that he didn't want to do. So that's a controlling factor by that defensive line. I think they only rushed 3 right then, so those kids are working hard.
I think you're right about that. So those kids got in there and put pressure on him with 3. Hands off. And not much there.
Coaches on Davenport sideline trying to remember, what did we say to these guys right here at the end of the third quarter, fourth quarter? We need to keep saying that some more.
That was a good tackle there by the Wolves. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 6 maybe. They look to the sideline, play clock at 13, game clock at 5:10. Signals his receivers. Takes the snap. Flores looking for a little route over the middle. Good catch. That's Nesby, I think.
First down.
And it gets a first down at the 35-yard line.
They got to go quick. They got to go against the wind and go quick.
Yeah, they do. They've got to go quick. 4:47 on a running fourth quarter clock. 2-by-2 receivers on 1st and 10. Straight drop. 3-man rush. They get to him. Completes it. That's Vasquez, and he's got another first down into Wolf territory at the 48. Not a bad throw for a guy that was getting somebody running right at his face.
Yes. Well executed play. They just may be out of time. Somerset's done some really good things against a very good Davenport defense.
2-by-2 receivers, quarterback draw. Flores will keep it, gets into the secondary, and finally gets brought down across the 35-yard line. Good job by the safeties to come up. Zamarripa. Clock still running at 4:05 on a fourth quarter clock as it winds down. 2-by-2 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it.
Oh.
Throws it behind Iverson for the second time here in the fourth quarter. Had him
and he had him open and had a chance
and he throws it behind him.
Had a chance to get in the end zone on that. They crossed up.
Yes.
Ran a route that maybe the corner should have covered, maybe the safety should have covered, but anyway, he found a little gap in their coverage. Ball wasn't there, though.
It wasn't. Ball at the 33-yard line, 2nd and 10. Vasquez takes the handoff. He's met by a bunch of guys trying to rip the ball out and gets back to the original line of scrimmage. He started looking at the referee like, well, are you going to stop him from doing that?
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and run past him next time. What are you talking about? They tackled you.
I'm sure we don't want to know everything that gets said out there in the heat of battle.
But they're tackling you. Of course they're going to strip at the ball.
Yeah.
What? That's football.
Your defense have been doing it all night too, son.
Yeah, you did the same thing to Fallon and to
try to.
Oh my gosh. Motion across out of the backfield. Flores rolls to his left, throws it late, has a man on the sideline. I think he caught it, and it'll be good for a first down. That's Nesby again, who got open and made a good catch.
I'm impressed with two things. Davenport was having a kind of a bad night, third quarter. They somehow shut the door, said no more. But Somerset come in here and they're playing really well on offense. They only have 23 points, but that's as much as anybody scored on them.
They're throwing long to the end zone, and it's incomplete.
That should have been caught.
That's I think that's a backup corner there, Brody Seethoff.
Yeah,
on coverage.
I'm not so sure Davenport doesn't have a lot of backups right now, especially in the secondary, which is an interesting time to put them in because you know that Somerset's going to throw the football.
Well, we've got a couple of starters still out there.
10 is still in at safety.
But I
see 0. I don't see. I don't see
Singletary.
Yeah, I don't see Singletary.
Singletary's out. 2nd and 10 from the 23. Flores wants to throw. Good coverage. A man chasing him, and he throws it away again. That was Yankee who had him tracked down. 2:55 on a stopped fourth quarter clock.
Yankees had a really good ball game. That's a talented quarterback to chase around, and you can't get a JV quarterback to simulate that for you during the week. And
right.
Obviously, your starter can't come down and be the scout team for you. So he's done that all tonight. He's figured out how to be a good player against a really good quarterback.
And you're right. Just somebody's spying him, and as soon as he breaks the pocket, one of our linebackers is going after him.
Right.
And it's been Yankee as much as anybody. Flores on 3rd and 10. Looking left, it's covered. He throws it out of bounds again. He's got 3 receivers over here on the right side, and he never looked over this way. So it's 4th down. And here comes the secret rusher, Jacob Rice, the junior.
He does make things happen when he gets in the game, that's for sure.
4 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and 1 hurry. He's going to get after it. On 4th and 10, he'll rush from the left end. 3 receivers come to the near side, 1 to the far. It's Iverson on the far side. Flores rolls to the right. He's going to try to run it. And it's 4th down. What is he sliding for? Not real sure if he's not feeling 100%, but he's not happy
okay
with
now.
that decision.
Right.
So it'll turnover on downs with 2:45 to go in the game. And the Wolves up 40-23.
Let's see if we see some backups for.
I want options for growth at my job.
Anderson Columbia builds roads to success.
I'm a leader and want to help inspire others.
What we do is a team sport, needing your best every day.
I want to enjoy my career. Working here is a real blast.
Anderson Columbia protects the environment while fostering.
Torres is back at quarterback, 2:45 to go, 1st and 10 from the 22. That's Solidum, and he's loose, and he can run. They're chasing him. The 30, the 20,
they're not going
the
to
10.
catch him.
They're not going to catch him. 78-yard touchdown run for the backup running back, the junior, Kale Solidum.
That's just one of those things that makes everybody in the stands feel good as they're worried about number 12 graduating. Wish we could have him back. To have your backup running back do something like that, that's got to make you feel good for the future.
Without a doubt. We were talking to somebody at halftime about just that kid, too.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Extra point to come from Ashton Mercer. Hold is not, or the snap is not good. Brady, or Barrett Fallon got it down, and the kick is good. It is 47-23. We're back after this timeout on the Wolves Network.
Life is yours to spend. Spend it thinking about the future. Spend it enjoying the moment. Spend it watching them grow. Spend it wishing they'd stop. Spend it believing in yourself. Spend it believing in something just a little bigger. First United Bank. Spend life wisely.
2:32 left in the game, 47-23. This was a 26-23 score at the end of the 3rd quarter.
Yes. And
Davenport has scored 3 touchdowns in the 4th.
Their players have executed so well on offense and defense, but I'm going to give a shout out to their coaches. They didn't panic when it's 26-23. They just said, you know, we got to fix this, we got to fix that, and they did a good job. So as dominant as Somerset was in the 3rd quarter, Davenport just really took over in the 4th.
That one landed in the end zone. Still a good kick, though, by Mercer. And Somerset will start 1st and 10 at their own 25. So the Wolves go to Uvalde next week, and Canyon Lake's where they end the season.
Yeah, I think you and I will be back working that Canyon Lake game, perhaps. Hope so.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That's going to be a game where Canyon Lake is going to probably have to really play well to make the playoffs. I'm not predicting a winner or loser there, but I'm just telling you, when you come to play against Davenport, you better be ready, because right now they've shown the ability to come back from a bad 3rd quarter.
Right.
They've shown a lot of things tonight.
They have shown a lot. first down run by Vasquez, caught in the backfield and knocked down for a loss.
We talked about, a JV quarterback not being able to simulate some of that stuff. You can't really simulate what a good running attack they have. You're going to have to watch it on film because your JV's not going to be able to bring it at you like Davenport can on the run. And if you really gear up to stop the run, they're more than capable of beating you with the pass. They've got a good thing going right now.
Oh, 2-minute warning. We'll take this will be our final timeout. 2-minute warning. It's 47-23. Davenport leads on the Wolves network.
The Heidelberg Materials Surftex Quarry has been producing crushed stone since 1936. Our products are vital to our infrastructure and economy. We are committed to giving back and supporting our local community. As one of the largest employers and taxpayers in the area, we provide significant economic benefits to Garden Ridge and the surrounding communities. We are more than just a stone quarry. We provide a material to build the future.
2-minute warning is over. We're back to play. 47-23. The Wolves up by 3 starting the fourth quarter. Have scored 3 times. And scored 21 points on some very unusual ways. We missed an extra point. We got a 2-point conversion and we kicked an extra point.
2 field goals, I believe, also.
Yeah, earlier. All right, so 2nd and 11. Flores wants to throw. We're going down the side. He's got a man in the clear. It's Nesby, and he's grabbed, and that'll be interference. No, it was Martinez, not Nesby.
One of those, it's tough to play corner. The ball's thrown short. You're running full speed to catch the guy, and then he slows down, and you run into him.
Yeah.
It's something that you got to practice, but it's pretty difficult no matter how you do it.
Darian Doherty is the defensive back flagged. But you're right. I mean, he's running full speed to catch up to Martinez, and the ball dies in this wind.
Yes.
And he does basically what you're taught to do, because instead of a 50-yard pass, it's a 15-yard penalty.
Yes. It's just a tough play. Receivers and quarterbacks, they're good at really throwing the football around these days. So the defense has got a long way to go to catch up every year.
Hand off to Vasquez, going left, not much room. Whole bunch of Wolves there. Josh Johnson got one of the first hits. Broadus also in on another tackle. He's been on a bunch tonight. And I think Rice was around the play, wasn't he?
Yes, he's been there. He's been there alongside Broadus. They had some moments in the third quarter where they didn't get it together. Of course, Somerset executed some really good plays, a couple of trick plays. But this fourth quarter, as explosive as the offense has been, you got to really tip your hat to Davenport's defense. They've done a great job.
They have. So 2nd and 10. Throw out to the edge. Intended for and incomplete. Jacob Gutierrez is the intended receiver. So from the 39, it's 3rd and 10. Game clock still at 1:05 as the incomplete passes stop it. So they hand it off on 3rd and 10.
That's Hankey. Number 6.
Yeah.
That was
Torres.
Yeah, that's a great tackle. Great tackle. He made that interception early in the game. You got to show that film to your middle school kids too. In case you're wondering how to tackle, that's exactly how to do it. Really good.
Brody Vestal. So they're going to punt with about a 20-second difference between the game clock and the play clock. 4th and 11. Isbell is the punter. Snap good. They're coming. He gets it off and gets run over by a guy who was blocked into him. And it goes out of bounds with 12 seconds to go, and Davenport can take a knee for one final play. Davenport will improve to 8-0 on the season. They will be 4-0 in district play and be all alone in first place, which they were in first place, just tied. Now they're all alone as Somerset falls to 5-2 and 2-1.
Got to think that Somerset will end up being a playoff team in this
I think
district.
they will too.
And they've got some good offensive players. They're gonna be a handful for a lot of teams in this region. So we might see them again.
You know what? We might. And Davenport takes a knee, and that will be the final play of this one. So as Davenport will secure the win at 47-23, Brad, to me the biggest thing is still that third quarter to fourth quarter where Somerset had a great third quarter, pardon me, but then the fourth quarter happened. They pinned, at the end of the third quarter, they pinned Davenport down at the 2-yard line, and Davenport said, okay, here we go.
Yes.
And they just run Barrett Hopper until they got out to the 35-yard line. Fallon. Yeah, Fallon. To the 35-yard line, and the fourth quarter came about, and they finished the drive and 3 other drives.
It doesn't feel like a 98-yard drive because the third and fourth quarter transition kind of came in the middle of it, but that's devastating to a defense. You think we've got them pinned down there and we're going to make something happen, and then they just take it and run the ball.
You've got all the momentum
Yes.
at that point. It's your momentum. And they, in essence, they changed things up and put Fallon at the Wildcat and ran exclusively that to get out.
They just flipped the script, as we say. They just completely turned the game around right there at the end of the third quarter. And if you just read the score in the newspaper, look it up online, you're going to say 47-23. Well, they just dominated the game.
Yeah,
they did,
anything but.
But there were moments where Somerset was playing really good offense.
There was. So for Brad Lynn, this is Tony Brubaker saying goodnight and God bless. The Wolves win it 47-23.